fire, and there's smoke everywhere. And these little guys are shooting the shit out of a ton of just zombies and these blighted twig creatures, alright? Smoke, fire, explosions. It's craziness. So, they wiped these guys out with a little bit of our help. And so we went up and we talked to Rydoth, and sure enough, Venom Fang's still around. Tried to convince the gnomes that they might be able to sell their machine if, it killed a dragon, but they ran off. So Rydoth told us he hadn't seen anyone like Lucas around, though. Just the gnomes. So we made our way into the middle of town to Heinrich's childhood home, and we began preparing for our battle with Venom Fang. I set out some of these goblets filled with poison protection, and against my better judgment, I volunteered to go scout out the tower. Well, Venom Fang claimed this tower, and I went up and tried to peek in the arrow slits. Didn't see a dragon. Picked the lock, opened it up, and there's a lone human inside. This guy's scared out of his mind. He keeps babbling about the dragon's gonna be here any minute. Well, I talked him into coming outside, and
Talked him out indeed.
Talked him into coming outside and led him down the road back to where we were. Actually, I asked him what his name was first, and he told me it was, excuse me. I asked him if his name was Lucas, which he said it was. And then I told him Peroska was here. And Lucas asked, who? I was right. Peroska had been playing us the whole time. She was Venom Fang. So I led him back down the trail where Heinrich and Kimmler were waiting. Peroska ran forward, threw her arms around him. "Brother!" she exclaimed. I walked right past her, straight into the house with Heinrich. Drank one of those poison protection drinks, put the other one right in Heinrich's hand. This was going to get nasty. So I got prepared. I was going to walk up right behind her and put that Dragon Slayer sword right in her back. Heinrich, on the other hand, motioned for me to follow him. Wanted to speak in private, so we made our way up the hill back towards the tower. Kimmler's not far behind us. Peroska and Lucas started walking their way back the other direction, having their own discussion. At the tower, I started filling a sack full of Venom Fang's treasure, and shit. I'm having trouble. This was the point where we sent Rydoth the message that they were coming towards him, and I figured he was a dead man. This dragon was coming right for him. So just as I finished putting the last coins into a sack, this great green dragon lands atop the tower, pokes his head down into the crumbled roof, face to face right with me. Fired a crossbow bolt right in his face, but I missed. I ended up running right out the back door, shouting, "I'll never forgive you for bringing me out here," to Heinrich. Venom Fang took flight from the tower. Heinrich was throwing javelins at him. I ran around the backside of the building, and then I could hear and see and feel the ground shaking, the entire sky lit up. Kimmler had called to Moradin for some divine intervention, and the god of the dwarves took the time out of his busy day to answer Kimmler's call and beat the ever-living shit out of this green dragon. The sound of steel ringing down slammed over and over and over into this tower. It's a wonder the thing is still standing. I came around the side of the tower just in time to see him reeling in pain. Reading the words off of a scroll, I looked up, poof, opening a dimensional doorway right over the thing. He took off with me. I held on for dear life, and somehow ended up back on the ground where Heinrich and Kimmler and me, all three, just took turns beating the shit out of this dragon. And just when we had him on the verge of dying, he turns to Peroska, who had been watching the whole time. And I realized Oh shit, she's still here. She steps forward. She transforms into another green dragon. Did not see that one coming. So she starts circling around Venomfang, degrading him, belittling him. They were brother and sister after all, just didn't know exactly that they were both dragons, so I thought she was going to kill him herself, but she ended up letting Heinrich do it. And then there we stand, Venomfang dead on the ground, and the green dragon Jade Wind demanding to know our intentions. Heinrich sheaths his sword. I didn't. Pretty soon, I'm face to face with another green dragon. I wasn't about to let my guard down. But the rest of that story's for another time.
Awesome.
Very nice.
The country guitar was perfect for it. It's just fucking perfect. Love it. That was awesome.
Okay.
Wasn't too long.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
It was too long.
My alignment is lawful good, so whatever.
He finished his thing.
It was too
Maybe
long, but
they are.
it was a big fight though. So
It
Maybe
was.
they actually
It
are
was big.
chaotic evil.
So then,
Ya-da-da.
you guys are still in Thundertree. What would you like to
Yes.
do?
Having a little bit of divinity.
Some divinity intervention.
Cool.
Anyways, I would like to continue to try to gather pieces of this dragon. Teeth, scales, skin, anything I can rip or tear or get off with. the
Peruska
sword.
took off, right? Jadewind?
Yes.
which Ollie is very relieved about. Mostly.
Yeah, we all are for different reasons, I think.
Well,
I agree.
are you gonna aid Hind Ollie?
Sorry, did you have something, Kai?
I don't have any harvesting rules that I've really enjoyed, so we will allow you to do this at a later date.
Okay, that works.
So you do carve, you do get some stuff out of it. We'll figure out what that is later.
Cool.
All right. I'm not helping, but I am kind of looking at Heinrich and Kimmler both. And so, what the hell was that, guys?
What do you mean?
That was a little bit of luck. That's what that was.
Oh, I have no doubt of that. Timora's looking out for us all the time. That's not what I mean. Heinrich, you put your sword away. That was a green dragon.
She was our friend.
Heinrich, that was a green dragon.
I'm not gonna hold my sword against a friend, whatever their skin color is. Sorry, I couldn't say that without laughing.
You know, we've learned a lot about dragons. We've learned a lot about dragons in the last 4 months. And I can't help but point out, we know how deceptive green dragons are. She took us away from our first week off in 4 months. She lied to us about her intentions. She dragged us more than 300 miles away from a council meeting that we were supposed to be at 4 days ago. And it's another 2 weeks before we can get back. She single-handedly stalled our quest to stop the cult of the dragon because she discovered a weak spot.
What are you calling weak? I planned on coming back here anyway.
She knew we wanted Venomfang.
Honestly, I'm grateful for the diversion. I wanted a reason to come back here and get this done.
Look, I do too. But she traveled alongside us for 2 weeks. She listened to us tell stories about being heroes. She knows everything about us now. Everything. She knows who we are. She knows where we're from. She knows who our families are. She knows what we want. If she ever wants to come after us, she knows exactly how to do it.
Ollie makes a valid point, Hind.
If she wanted to come after us, she could have just killed us right there.
Okay, answer me this. Those demons and elementals on the road. You don't just run into demons and elementals on the road, huh?
No, you don't.
I don't see how that matters.
What if she conjured them up? Just to fuck with us.
That's a wee bit unnerving.
Okay, I still don't see your point.
We should have killed her when we had the chance, is my point.
Well, we could have tried. I don't know if that would have went over quite so well, but you're not wrong, Ollie.
He just kind of storms off down the path.
Hind has nothing to say. He just angrily goes back to hacking at the dragon.
I'm gonna head towards Rydoth's place.
You got this, Hind?
I don't even respond.
Okay, well, I don't know anything about harvesting anything from dragons, so...
Yeah, I look at you and nod, and then go back to it.
I want to be absolutely clear on one thing and out of character. Ollie's upset. Kaysen's fine.
Right, we've played enough
okay.
to know.
Good. So, back in character. I'm gonna head towards Rydoth, see
You're
if
so
he's
sweet, Kaysen.
alive and well.
Oh, he's so sweet.
He is,
Yes.
yes.
Well, at least that's good news. Took care of your dragon problem.
I'm sorry, how?
Well, Heinrich cut its head off.
The green dragon? Really?
Yeah, that's the one. 2, actually. It's a long story.
2 stories?
I think they're bigger than that, actually.
Like an epic trilogy?
Yeah, something like that, at least. God, if there's
I
3 of
see.
them, we're screwed.
Well, that's amazing. That will absolutely help to free up my efforts with the town. I thank you very, very much.
Do you want to come see it? Heinrich's cutting it up right now, but, you know.
Oh, I have dishes to put away, but I will be up that way later.
Dishes indeed.
He's got
I'm
dishes.
not with Ollie. I'm still with Hind.
So,
Okay.
Need a tissue?
From there, I'm just going to head
For
back
them
down the path
dishes.
towards where we left the wagon and the horse.
A horse?
Just from a distance, you guys can hear Ollie just scream, God damn it!
What was that?
I think that was Ollie. You want me to go check on him?
Yeah, please.
All right, keep your eye open, Hind.
All right, I will.
We don't know if there's any of those zombies and such walking around. And I take off down the hill towards where I heard Ollie.
When he gets there, he just finds Ollie messing with the reins of this, where the Venom Fang had torn Marigold, the horse, away from the wagon.
Damn you! Damn you all to hell!
He had to get the one. He had to get the one that's named after my mom, didn't he? Damn it!
at this
Himmler's a
point,
little bummed out. Really quickly, can we use the cart with just one horse? Can, right? We went over that.
yeah,
The
yeah,
2 was a
absolutely.
little excessive.
Got a hind mule to help out too.
Nice.
So, now that you've chased the dragon away, Rydoth will tell you where Wave Echo Cave is.
Oh, that's that's about 4 months late.
That's like 8 levels late.
Wow. Was that really? Wait. Wow.
Yeah, we were supposed to. Yep. Well, we were all like, dragon? Fuck that, we can't kill a dragon.
Yeah, you could have talked to him, but yeah. So there's no real thing. Rydoth does, however, say that he's, the gnomes are going to be coming back, and they have a plan for kind of getting rid of the blight and the ash zombie infestation. And he thinks that by the harvest season, there might even be able to be some kind of crop sowed, and I guess you do that in spring. Life will be kind of returning to Thunder Tree here pretty quickly.
Awesome. If I'm there for that talk, I want to ask him, can I offer funding for the project? Because this has been the whole reason I left with these people, was to accomplish this.
Well, absolutely. I mean, right now it's been mostly just fighting the monsters, and while that's demanding work, it doesn't really need money. But rebuilding these houses will need material and manpower and that, so any donations you might have would be very useful.
Alright, let me
Oh,
take
but
a
of
look
course.
here. I'm gonna give him
Cameron will give
I'll give him a star
Yeah.
ruby.
Kemler will give Rydoth 500 gold.
Thank
He
you,
is
Kemler.
extremely thankful.
And we're headed to Neverwinter after this. I'll get with my parents. They were key in the town before everything fell apart. They should be able to help.
Before everything went belly up.
Oh my god.
God.
There's a puff of ash behind him, and two zombies appear, facepalm, and then just disintegrate.
Because of me, obviously.
You're
Yes.
just that powerful.
Yep. Pretty awesome.
Yeah, they self-turn after facepalming, so.
Hey, Hind.
Self-turn.
Yeah.
You remember about a month ago or so, we talked about hiring protection for our families because of the cold.
Yeah, that was a great idea.
Uh,
Kind of
you alright with them?
parents.
You ready with them coming here?
Oh yeah, I mean, wait, what do you mean?
Well, if your parents are gonna come here to
Oh, I
Thunder
see.
Tree,
Well,
the
they will need
mercs are gonna.
continued protection, certainly. The reason that I had to do all of this was because I couldn't get the city guard to come out here and solve this problem. So, unless that's changed now that there's no longer a dragon, they are gonna need some muscle, yeah.
So, what do you think we need to do? Just because I told them to be discreet, but they come out here to an abandoned town. That's not going to be all that discreet.
Right, well,
They're
at that point, they're dealing with threats out in the open, which... I mean,
Tell
as
you
long
what,
as if they can handle that.
yeah, I'll get in touch with some of my people, and we'll. I don't know. They may send more people out here.
I clap you on the shoulder. Thank you, my friend.
No problem.
Okay, well, let's go check out that horde.
Ah! And
Um,
Ollie opens his backpack up and just drops the sack on the ground. Already taken care of.
You didn't get all of it,
strength
did you?
check, Kaysen.
Yeah. Kaysen, you're pretty overburdened, man.
Yeah. So when you're patted on the back behind, who's very excited, he actually just kind of your feet sink down into the mud just a little bit. Oh, there's something else there as well. There is a battle axe that was in the
Ooh.
horde,
Well.
and it has a it's like two kind of curved blades. Actually, let me see if there's a picture. Hold on.
Is it a heavy axe or is it a versatile?
It'd be for you anyway. I've got my battle hammer.
Fair enough. Well, I've got
I'm-
plenty of weapons, so if you if you want a
Well-
second, because I've got like 6.
Nope, mine is versatile and amazing, and I love it, and it's awesome. So
Always sell it in town.
How dare you talk about selling such a beautiful weapon?
Is it a beautiful weapon?
I really hope
It is. Hold on a second.
Well, if it's not heavy, I won't really have a use for it. I've already got Talon.
Images new.
I'm looking forward to actually getting to describe our characters to Saf when her new one comes in.
Wow, this is horrible. Okay,
So yeah, sour cream.
No.
Yeah.
No. This isn't up for discussion. Son of a... Man, this music is making me want to play Divinity.
It's so great, isn't it?
Such a good soundtrack.
It really is.
I tried to get Kai to play Divinity with me, but
That's a
he never
dwarven
wanted to
Skyrim
run
weapon, isn't it?
oh, is it?
Yep.
Okay, well,
No worries.
that's kind of what it looks like. So,
But it's on both sides.
does anybody want to read the runes?
I would love to. Not that I would know.
Is it in Dwarven?
It is.
Oh, check it out.
I think I'm the only one that can read it then.
Probably.
So I'll go ahead and take a look at it.
But you said it's got blades on both sides, right? 2 blades? Or do you want it to be just one, like the picture?
Apparently, it's just Kemmler.
That's not real, is it? What?
No, it's not.
Okay. I was like, what?
Oh, I haven't assigned it to anybody yet. Hold on.
That would have been some extreme confusion. How would that even work?
Dwarves will make it work. So this is a battle axe, so it's one-handed, 1d8. You can use it two-handed. It'll be versatile, 1d10. It does emanate magic.
Alright, so while I read it, I'm going to go ahead and do a identify ritual on it.
Ritual!
Okay,
Ritual.
so the runes are actually like an older Dwarven dialect. And they talk of, as far as you can tell, like a war against the elves. That this weapon was kind of created to help the dwarves in that fight.
Oh, okay. You did catch the
get
whole
it?
identify
Yeah.
thing, right?
There we go. You figure out its name is Hugh. And we'll take a short rest, and you'll be able to identify it.
Cool.
If anybody wants to use hit dice to heal themselves, feel free, and I will get rid of all these abominable beauties and accursed defilers.
I also have Song of Rest that I will go ahead and do. Let me see how that works.
yes,
I don't
do
think I've
that.
ever used it.
What does that do again?
Kaysen
he heals
literally
us
sings a
for-
song, and then you guys get an extra d6.
Cool.
Nice. Do we roll that, or does he?
Do you have a button for it?
I
do
know
have a
in
button for
Critical
it.
Role they've done it both ways.
I'm
so-
trying to
So-
drag it into the.
Target everybody, and then click the button.
Target them all.
Okay. What button do I click?
So under Bard on your Actions tab, you've got the little plus next to Song of Rest. Nice.
Wicked.
Nice.
Man, that only took 5 dice. Motherfucker hurt.
I barely got a
Wouldn't
scratch.
Cool beans.
Good stuff. So, you guys spend the hour. You find out that it's basically a wood shop and axe. It's up to you if you want to share the usage of it to everybody else.
I want to know how
I
much
do.
gold
I
is in the hoard.
explain that its best feature is for cutting wood.
What?
Gold
Like, for real?
Gold was already shared.
For real.
30 gold piece each, 160 silver piece each.
Oh, that's right.
Um,
This was not a... Yeah, okay. Sorry.
Oh,
Hadn't really established too much.
Oh, fair. I mean...
And I just took out 500 from my gold to give to Rydoth.
Nice. Okay. Yes.
Kai, one more thing. Were we still all out of food?
By the time you get back to Neverwinter, you will be.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, so...
Well then,
having
while
made...
we're resting,
Go ahead.
Kemmler will point that out. So, I'm running pretty low on rations. So, I don't know. I have the ability to make food and water every day, but
Yeah, but it tastes like
Barely.
ass.
You hear a small voice. The hell you do?
I know it serves the purpose, but that crap you make tastes like shit.
How would you know
Oh.
what shit tastes like?
Well,
we all turn to you, Hind.
so
Hey,
yeah,
piece of shit like you for breakfast.
maybe we should find somebody to help with that. I don't know. We'll have to talk about it when we get to Neverwinter. Don't be shitty. Yeah. So if we're resting, like, I don't know. Can we fast forward to
So it
a
is,
night on the road? Because I wanted to
it
have a
is,
talk before
it
we
is
get to Neverwinter.
Getting to kind of a late evening. So if you leave now, by the time you get to Neverwinter, it'll just be just after sunset.
Oh, okay.
So we're on the road.
Yeah, we're on the road.
On the road again.
I'll
Who's driving the cart?
I could drive the cart. I'm proficient with land vehicles.
All right.
Can the one
Nice to
horse
meet you.
pull
I
the
can't
cart
blow my
okay?
nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
No
said that was fine.
Okay, I don't remember. Okay.
Kemba gets on there. He spends a little bit of time trying to find a clutch and stuff like that. And
Adjusting the mirrors, making sure we're all buckled
Casey
in.
just holds up the reins.
Check the oil level. Make sure all our hubcaps are on.
Mm-hmm.
So when we're done in Neverwinter, we need to get back to Waterdeep, don't we? We've already missed the council meeting.
Well, I
That we do.
wanted to talk about that. I know that we've been at this for a while, and it's just been one thing after another. We haven't really had time to stop and talk about what's going on here. I kind of would like to know where all our hearts are. I mean, do you know what I mean? Like,
Why don't
Pulls
you
out
begin,
hairbrush.
why? I guess I want to know why you guys are doing this. I don't want to say that it's my quest, but I have felt very driven in doing this, and I want to tell you why. It was primarily because of Thunder Tree to begin with. I wanted to gather strength, find a group like you guys that could come back with me and help me solve that Venom Fang problem so I could recover my home. But as time went on and we gathered strength, I realized that this is what I'm good at, not anything that I would be doing in the town or working guard shifts like I used to. This is This is what I'm good at. This is what I want to continue to do. So, I mean, you guys know I belong to the Lord's Alliance, and that's primarily who we're doing this for, on top of the council, and I know things have gotten a lot worse since we started, but I guess my primary goal is to continue doing for other people what I did for Thunder Tree. Clear out the baddies, find and return people, and just continue to do what we can to help. And I guess that's what I'm doing. So, I don't know. He just kind of awkwardly looks down.
Himmler turns to Ollie. Ollie?
Well, for one, Dragon Cult's not going to stop coming after us until we've killed them all. So I don't think any of us are going to get any peace as long as this is still going on. But
You know that do be the truth.
I will tell you this. We know for a fact that is one big treasure hoard they got. If they're summoning Tiamat from the Nine Hells, there's going to be a ton of gold in that they're offering to her.
So is that...
Well,
I'm not going to miss out on that. Yeah, that's why I'm here. That's why I've always been here. You knew that.
Money and fortune.
Power.
Not bad.
Noble
Not
title would
bad
be nice.
goals, as long as your inherent purpose isn't evil. But I know I'm here because initially you guys saved my ass in a cave. That was quite lucky of me. Have you guys there. Without you I would have died. And you brought me here, and we've been doing all this. And I've come to look at ye all as friends. I'm glad I could come back to Thunder Tree with Hind and rid the scourge that is Venom Fang from the earth. But now we've got to stop Tiamat. And I think we've put that off a little bit too long. So we should probably be getting back to that. But overall, I eventually do need to get back to Mithril Hall and the main temple of Moradin.
What's going on there?
I've been away for quite a while, Hind. There are a lot of things I need to touch bases with and get back in touch. It won't be permanent, but it's something I eventually have got to do.
I'd be curious what kinds of things they accomplish there.
Oh, a lot of crafting. A lot of crafting.
Kind of twirl my sword. That sounds interesting.
It's the most interesting. I love it. Good times.
So you'd say you're with us to stop Tiamat and get back to your life?
No, I'm with you because I view you all as my friends. Right now I'm with you so we can stop Tiamat. I'm just saying eventually I've got to return to Mithril Hall for a little while.
I offer you a fist bump. Gauntlet to gauntlet.
I pound it.
Yeah.
Hind, what made you trust Jadewind?
I have done some thinking about it. Obviously, the dragon is not to be trusted, but I'm having trouble reconciling that the dragon and the woman weren't the same people. It's not so easy for me to just flip that switch and decide she needs to die now. Half the reason we came back now was to help her. I don't know, loyalty to the cause, I guess.
I lean in a little closer, just dead stare in the eye. Why do you trust me?
You know, I guess results would be the best answer. We've accomplished good results. And up till now, whatever the differences in our reasons might be, we've accomplished good things. I think as long as I can continue to make it worth your while, you're a good person to have on my side.
Wise words.
Why do you trust us? Or do you?
There's only two people in this world I trust. One of them's me. The other one's not you. And I just laugh at him.
What the hell?
I nod and look a little sad, but understanding.
I'm kidding. I trust you guys.
I'm glad you do, because we trust you, Ollie. As I told you, if you fought that dragon, I would have fought beside you.
You have no idea how close we came to that.
I can understand why you would have wanted to as well. I don't fault you for it at all. The conflict was mine internally. It wasn't any hard feelings towards you.
That's good, because we still may have to kill her someday.
Let's hope it never comes to that.
She do be a green dragon hind.
I
Those
know.
aren't good beings.
I know.
Really quickly, I'm gonna put this on hold and ask, where the fuck is Aiden?
Please tell me he's like pulling the wagon where the horse isn't anymore.
He's like asleep under some blankets.
He's been sick
In
this
the
whole
wagon?
time.
That guy.
That guy.
Well, as Aiden would tell you, green dragons are not benevolent beings. They seek only more gold and power at the cost of whatever comes.
But are
They
they
don't
all
care.
that way?
Pretty much. I don't know about you, but I've never heard about the chromatic dragon that went out of its way to do any kindness.
And to be real honest about it, the only metallic dragons we've ever met are not exactly the greatest beings on the planet either.
No, they're not. I get a grim look in my eye at that, looking at Ollie, that 0 I rolled.
Yeah, he's rubbing he's rubbing his neck and it's yeah, not a good day.
Sorry, Ollie.
Well, we're glad you're alive, at least.
So we're getting near Neverwinter. We need to have a discussion about something else. Guards, red armbands, Duke Malone. You
Yes.
do okay, Hind, or can we just? Do you think you're gonna be all right just walking right in?
Well, I mean, I'm not afraid of them, that's for sure. But my primary concern here is getting word to my parents the Thunder Tree is free, and finding Captain Tapon, if I can.
Yeah, those two guys that I sent in, they've only been here for about a day or two, maybe. But they're supposed to be looking in on Duke Malone, see what they can find out, and if they can find out where Captain Tapon is, that'd be great. But I wouldn't put my hopes that high.
I don't know who this Malone guy is, but if he is truly the cause of what's been happening, I wouldn't mind seeing him fall on a sword, so to speak.
I wouldn't be opposed to that.
But first, we need to re-up our supplies, and
I'm wondering if maybe you guys don't think Blaststaff would be able to get Inspector water deep pretty quick, do you?
I don't know. I don't know how strong of a wizard he do be.
I don't know. We'll see. But let's find ourselves an inn for the night and settle down, and we can do all of our shopping in the morning.
awesome.
That
Let's do
sounds
it.
good.
Let's do it.
I want to find us an inn, preferably not a bad inn, but a pretty good one. Doesn't have to be the best.
inn?
But not a seedy inn, a nice inn.
Everything's closed except for one inn.
Of
And it was
course.
sketchy as fuck.
All the better.
Fuck, it'll do.
Just one thing I want to point out that I have completely forgotten until just now going over my stuff here. Where is it? Oh, abilities, that's right. Never mind. I'll have to find it. Sorry, continue.
No, what were we looking for?
There was some skill that the starter character had that he was,
Folk hero.
yeah, folk hero. That's right. It's background. That's what it is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it gives me some like extra abilities as far as common folk are concerned. So good prices if they need to back us up against whatever's going on in the city, all that stuff. Mechanically speaking, I should be pretty good at gathering the common folk.
I would almost say that clearing of Thunder Tree would be a thing for your folk hero-ness.
Yeah, absolutely. That's been the whole thing. Exactly.
You'd almost say?
That's yep.
I
that
do
is
say.
exactly it. I don't know. I just thought I'd throw that out there just so we know.
Yeah.
Because that's a pretty big accomplishment for the folk hero.
Absolutely.
And his team.
So you guys...
His band of
Oh.
merry men.
I'm sorry, can we rewind real quick? One last thing.
Sure.
When the three of us were discussing why we were doing this, so I guess that's settled then. We're all committed. We're gonna continue this mission with the cultists, but I think we as a team, we need a name.
A name?
Yeah, we're not just those guys. We're not the Dragon Slayers. We're more than that. What are we? I had an idea if you guys don't.
Go ahead.
What if we are the Bane?
I just kind of look at him. That
God
sound
damn it.
was Kimmler, right?
No,
No, it's a Borderlands reference.
that was Kemmler, but...
Oh god.
Or no, it wasn't Kemmler. It was Drax. Sorry. No. Anyway. Yes. The Bane. I don't know. Sounds a little dark.
We can keep thinking on it, but we need a name. We should figure it out before we leave Neverwinter.
We could be
Well-
the Bound Blades.
Oh, I like
That's
that
not
one.
bad.
I like that one a lot. What, Ollie?
I was just gonna say,
Oh, shit.
your sword, Talon.
Yeah,
I did a suggestion in chat if you guys want that one.
Yeah, totally.
Calidum Asinum Tribus Domicilus.
Do you know what it means?
Nope.
No.
3 hot-ass damsels.
Wow.
Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry.
As we're coming into town, do we notice anything about the town guard? Are they all still wearing those red armbands, or any other?
They are, yes.
Are there anything new as far as we can see, just on our way to the inn?
The outer gates, what is Pasha back? Sorry, Heinrich.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I will wait.
I don't believe he is.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm here.
I was just asking Kai if we noticed anything about the guards on our way into town.
Oh, okay.
Or anything new or unusual.
And as we're looking, what about my sword?
I'm just saying, it's got a good name. Talon.
The talons? Ooh, I like that.
It's up to you guys. I'm not that picky about it. I do like bound blades. That was a good one too.
I'm down for whatever.
I like
As long as it doesn't sound lame.
both of those. Bound blades or talon? Think about it. We'll pick one before we leave. Neverwinter.
Aye.
Okay, now we're into Neverwinter. So sorry, but that all those things
the
need to
outer-
discuss.
Yeah, no problem at all. So the outer gates, all of the guards have the red armbands. They seem to be just as disinterested as any city guard would be. Just sort of cursory looks as you guys kind of pass through. So not quite as aggressive as they'd been before.
Okay. Well, they haven't attacked us yet, so that's a good sign. Okay,
Leave town on bad terms.
There was that fist fight.
yeah, Aiden decking a guard was
That's right.
a thing that happened.
I just pull a blanket up over Aiden as we're going into town.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, first place I want to hit is a tavern. I don't know.
So ahead on the road, you see the Dewdrop Inn.
The dewdrop.
Just on the left.
Where did the dew drop into?
A pool of magical fluorescence.
That place will do.
So, Chesha, the door bursts open. In walks a 3 foot, a 4 foot, and a 6 foot tall group of people.
Ooh, we should describe ourselves now since we haven't got the chance to do that. Jaxie
Dasha
first.
turns to the door when she hears it open, and before her stands
Before her stands about 4.5 foot tall dwarf wearing armor that is splint mail, that is very obviously mithril in design, covers pretty much the entirety of his body, and his braids, which are dark brown and droop down the back of his head and come probably about to mid-back, and his beard, which covers the vast majority of his face, with all kinds of trinkets and loops, and it's very ornate, his beard. And it droops probably down to his groin. But otherwise, a very normal looking dwarf.
Okay.
You want to go first, Hind?
Yeah, I'll go. Hind is 6'2", very tall, very wide, very thick, just a really big guy. As far as features go, I think that's the quickest way to do it, is just that length there. Short black hair, dark eyes, not as angry as that guy is, but similar. Armor
And the spurs?
No spurs. Armor is high elven quality. Very nice. And the dude is just bristling with weapons. Over his right shoulder is this massive great sword, and then hanging just below it on the same shoulder is a long sword, also ornate. They're both really fancy. And then off the left shoulder is a bunch of javelins, and then strung across behind them is a bow, and then covering his back is a great big tower shield. And then, wow, I guess I still have that glaive. So then somewhere in all of that, there's a massive pole arm that looks really shitty. And yeah, he looks like he has enough weapons to kill a small army on his own. and that's him. Human male.
Ollie is early 20s, 3 foot tall halfling. He's not dressed as armored up as the other guys are. He's wearing some really fine dark clothes that kind of stand out compared to the other two. He's got a couple of swords at his side. He's got a dagger on his belt, and a lute dangling from his backpack. I'd say he probably doesn't exactly look like he's quite the fighter that the other guys are, except for the fact that he's carrying some really nice weapons.
Very nice.
What do we see?
So, as you walk in the door, you're approached by a girl. She's not very tall. She's about 5 feet, with strawberry blonde hair that falls just below her ears, so it's not very long. And it's kind of wispy, and you can tell it has a life of its own. She peers at you through some sky blue eyes, and she has, when you look at her, you estimate her age to be in her early 20s, although she definitely has childlike features, but you can tell she's not a child. She's wearing plain clothes. They are nothing special, just regular blouse with a skirt that goes below her knees. But you do notice that there is not a single drop or stain of any sort. Everything is pristinely cleaned. And just, you get the feeling that she takes care of herself well. All right.
Cool.
Jesha walks up to the 3 new figures in the room, and she looks down at the dwarf, and she takes her hands, both of them, as she looks deep into his eyes, and she puts her hands on his forehead, and her hands run down from his forehead to his beard, and she kind of takes her fingers and digs them just into his beard, and she's kind of scratching the skin underneath his chin, and she looks down at him and says, "Oh dear, this one needs sleep. He is weary in his bones." And she looks at him for a moment more.
As you do that, what are you doing?
Don't you worry. You just wait. I'm just doing what I do. It's a process, really.
Ollie leans over to him and says, "Go with it, dude. Go with it."
And then even before she lets go of his beard, she turns her attention toward the large one.
Nah.
And she looks up
Could
at
you-
him, and while she's
Could you
looking,
let go of my beard first, please?
absent-mindedly, she has let go, and as she's looking up at the large one, her hand, without looking, searches for and finds his hand, and just gently nudges him, pulling him down toward her so that she can get a better look.
Kemmler just kind of turns to Ollie and just starts fixing his beard. What the hell was that?
You concede fresh pain and fresh victory in my eyes.
When she looks deep, her smile kind of saddens, and she looks into his eyes, and she says, "Oh, this one is weary, but not in his bones. His soul is where he needs his rest from."
I just close my eyes.
And then as she lets go, she lets go of his hand, but her eyes kind of stay stuck to his for a moment. And then as she's looking, she moves her gaze and looks down, and she gets down on one knee. And she looks deep into the eyes of the last and the smallest. And then she cocks her head to the side and says, "This one needs a sandwich." She raises up his arm and pokes his ribs as he's much too thin.
I am not opposed to that.
Awesome.
And just like that, up she stands, And she says, "Gentlemen, please do take a seat. I'm gonna go get Nanette. She'll come and get you some drinks. But she's fresh here from a land far away, someplace called France, wherever that is. She's a little sensitive about her accent, so don't make fun."
What's your name?
Oh,
This getting a
hi.
little too intimate to people she doesn't even know.
I'm too
You're
full.
so silly. My name's Jesha, and you'll know why soon enough. Do please have a seat.
Okay.
Off she goes. She twirls around and off to the kitchen.
I'm hyped. So yeah, food.
As you're stammering, Kemmler just nudges you. Come on, Hind.
I think I need to grow a beard.
I think you need to grow something. They walk over to a table.
Beautiful. Holy
gonna-
shit! Is that Nanette?
Yes.
I'm gonna head over to the table with Kimmler and throw my pack in the chair and sit on it to get up on a little bit higher.
Where the pack is heavier than you.
It actually is.
Holy shit.
Oh shit.
Ollie, need some help there, buddy.
Nope, I got it.
No, but seriously, like, damn, the pack's bigger than you. Kind of pick
Yeah.
up the bag in one hand and Ollie with it. Come on, man. Let me help you out.
As you do grab his pack, you notice that there is a bit of a wet spot.
Oh God, what is that?
And as you kind of pull away, it kind of moves with you a little bit.
Oh God,
Ollie just kind of shrugs.
having nightmares of chest bursters.
What is it, Hind?
Comes away with
So-
me? Like, is my hand wet now?
Well, it kind of is, and your image is pretty accurate actually, because as you look down, what is in your hand, and it's kind of a little slimy and stuff, is this.
What?
I jump back and shake my hand and drop it on the ground. What the?
It looks sad.
What is that?
I don't know.
Ollie,
What?
why do you have frogs?
Is it a frog? Do we know what that is?
There is recognition when you look at it, Ollie.
So, you remember that thing that burst out of your chest?
Oh God, you kept it?
Yeah,
Is it dead?
mostly.
What does that mean?
I'm
I
gonna
poke
take
it
it.
with my toe. Does it look dead?
I start gagging and turn away.
Have I already done what I was gonna do with it, or is it not done?
No, you can do. Oh yeah,
Okay.
no, yeah, it is ready and done.
Okay. I was gonna give this to you. I had it taxidermied for you.
I'm just
So
like
it's dead.
covering my mouth. Can't even look at you.
Oh
I
shit!
look over at Kimmler and I go, totally worth it.
Yes, it is, Ollie. Yes, it is. And I pick it up and I throw it at Hind.
Oh God!
Hey, be gentle.
Like a little girl with a spider.
I don't
No.
like. I don't like toss it like a baseball. I kind of lob it at him.
Be gentle. That's your little friend, Hind. He tried to kill you.
You gave birth to it. C-section and everything.
Yeah, you ought to name it, Hind.
Oh, the image isn't it named?
Euphorbry?
Oh no, hold on.
Are you still in
There you go.
Dwarvish? Oh God! Little Hindi.
Little Hindy. Come on,
Hindy.
Hind.
Oh my god. That out of character, that is awesome.
That
is
has been
really
weeks.
That is
Weeks
awesome.
in work. We keep forgetting about it.
We do keep forgetting about it.
cool. In character, I can't even look at it. I'm still trying not to throw up.
Out of character, just briefly, when we finished up with the cave, and I said to Kai, I want to do that thing we talked about, and you were like, what thing? What thing is it, Ollie? What's the thing? And I lied my ass off to you
God
about
damn it.
the thing with the dragon.
Fucking A. Well, you got me.
Back in character.
Gullible me.
So it's at this point, when you hear "Was ist das?" and Nanette, the server, is standing over you, pointing at whatever that is.
I reach over
It's a
from behind him.
joke.
I reach over from behind and grab it and plunk it down right in the middle of the table, facing him.
Aye, it's a joke. Worry not
Is that
about
safe?
that.
Put that
Yeah,
away
it's
or I'll squish
fine.
it.
It's mostly safe. I mean,
No, that's no safe.
Put that away or I'll crush
It's
it.
fine.
okay, fine.
We already killed it. It's all right.
I pick it up and I put it in my bag. Like, Hind, that thing's gonna meet you every morning when you wake up, I promise.
With that,
So what
Kemla turns
drinks
back.
would you like?
There. I don't know about these two, but I'll take your finest ale.
I will take the
have
strongest
beer?
thing. I will take the strongest
Beer
whatever you've got.
works.
I'll have. I'll have.
No,
I think I might be good for now.
we have nothing like that.
Am I matching her
Not
accent?
beer. Schnitzel, anyone?
No, no, but thank you. The beer will be fine.
Jawohl. And she turns and walks back.
Wow. That one was hot too.
Calm down, Hind.
Just saying.
You're too
So,
busy
after a
choking on your
while-
own tongue.
After a while, she comes back with two large beers for each of you.
Ooh, yes.
Equal size
Thank
for
you.
the halfling, even.
I got Ollie a little bit of a glare.
What?
We know how much you drink.
Wait, what?
She kind of winks at the halfling and walks away.
Have you been here before, Ollie?
Not that I remember.
In that
Maybe.
moment, Jesha bursts through the door, juggling several plates, but doing it in a very, in a way that's just with finesse and savvy. And she comes down and she plops the first plate down right in front of Kemlar.
Oh. What is it?
This is for you. This is going to help you to have the best sleep ever, and it is my special pheasant stew made specifically for you.
Oh, okay then. That sounds quite pleasant.
Go ahead, give it a try.
And I start eating heartily.
Sorry. Then she plops down in front of Hein a similar stew with a nice big mutton sandwich.
Ooh. Suddenly he's not sick anymore.
And for you, also a pheasant stew with a little bit of a twist. That's made just for you. As well as a sandwich. You will
Thank you.
find yourself to be very soothed at the end, but there is more, because to soothe your body and soul, we're going to have dessert as well. So save a little room.
Kemler puts the bowl down, his face still in the bowl, and gives you the thumbs up as he's shoveling stew into his mouth.
And then, as promised, she plops down a sandwich, a mutton sandwich, in front of Ollie. And for you, a very nice sandwich.
Thank you very much.
And there's a little something special in there that's going to put a little meat on those bones of yours. Remember, save a little room because I have a very special dessert for you. And off she wisps, just like that, back into the kitchen.
Can we not? Damn it, she's fast.
Kemler turns to Ollie and opens his hand for the thing.
Thing?
The thing that you just took away and put away.
What did I take away and put away?
The fish thing.
Little hindy.
There
I'd
you
take it
go.
out and give it to you. I'm sorry.
It's okay. He puts it back in front of Hind.
I crush it.
No! I pull it away before he can crush it.
Give me a slate of hand checks, both of you.
Me too? No, I wouldn't
Beat
be
that.
me.
Damn it.
A valiant attempt, but Ollie does manage to snatch it away just in
I
time.
put a big ass crack in the table. Like I wanted that thing smushed. It's a good thing that sleight of hand worked, or you would have slightly less hand after that one.
Make a
Ollie's-
slightly less hand.
Ollie's just got this shit-eating grin on his face. He's loving it.
Trying to eat, asshole. Elbow Kemmler.
What? Food? More
I
food?
turn the
Oh,
slot.
she's not back yet.
I turn the slot around like I'm talking to it, and I say, I think he was hungry too. When he burst out of your chest.
God damn it. I'm doing my best to ignore you.
So Jesha walks out of the kitchen and comes back to check on your food and see how you're doing. And when she does, she sees the table and she just stops and she stares.
We both
I
stare.
put it away
well,
very slowly.
I stare at Hind.
I'm
She
still
stops and she kneels
slopping
down
my
to the
face.
table and she takes her hands and she's rubbing along the table. Oh my dear sweetie, what on earth happened to you? Don't worry, don't panic, it's gonna be okay because you know what? I know a very good carpenter and he can have this fixed in no time.
I just look over at Hind. It's like, see what you did?
I'm sorry. I'd be happy to pay for that.
Is it a big crack?
Ignoring everything else and just focusing all of her attention onto the table and trying to console and soothe it and reassure it that it is not a permanent condition. She doesn't even hear what's going on around her.
Make eye contact with Kemmler. What the?
Some people are a little strange, Hind. You couldn't tell that when we walked in.
That's fair. I'll put down a silver coin in front of Jesha.
As you do that, Kemmler just reaches his hand over and just starts rubbing it with a glow in his hand to try to mend it with his mending cantrip.
Rub the coin?
No, the table!
What are you doing?
Trying to fix the table. Sometimes
Oh.
it works. Most
you
of
a
the time
carpenter?
it doesn't. No, I'm not. I'm a stonemason. And a blacksmith.
This table's not made of
And a
stone.
cleric.
It's made of wood.
No,
You're
you
made-
don't
Yeah.
say.
Yes, he is made of wood.
Give me a
Wow.
wisdom check, Kemmler.
Wisdom 14.
Okay. It does. The strands of wood kind of start to combine back together, and after a few moments, it's just as smooth and natural as it was before.
See? Good as new.
And she bends back down to congratulate the table and to, celebrate the fact that the table is all mended. See, look at you. You're good as new. In fact, you might even be better. And she stands up and bounds over and wraps her arms around Kemmler and thanks him profusely. Oh, thank you so much. You've made my little table so very happy.
It's okay. Don't stick your hands in my beard again.
Not even hearing him, she just wraps her arms around him and hugs him just in a celebratory hug, and then off she goes again.
I'm watching Ollie to see
Behind.
if he grabs the silver I put on the table.
See, Hind, don't be breaking
silver.
things that aren't yours.
How is this my fault?
Out of
You're
curiosity,
the one with the aggression.
out of curiosity, Ollie's gonna cast Prestidigitation and make a wide scratch appear on the table just when she starts to come back.
Fucking chaotic evil. Okay. So your meal is delicious and fulfilling.
Well, that was amazing. Was there magic in this?
It was quite good. I don't know.
So out she wisps back to see how you all are doing. So tell me, how is everyone doing? Feeling better after a meal?
Was it magical? That was amazing.
She stops talking and she looks down. And I see a big scratch on the table. Sorry, when I say I. Jesha. And I look at the scratch, and instantly, my eyes go to Ollie.
Oh,
And
shit.
I walk over to the same side of the table that Ollie is on, and I'm right beside him. Excuse me, but is it possible that maybe you, scratched my table on purpose? I mean, I
Ollie's
don't wish
just got
to
this-
offend you, but that is the story I've been told, but surely it can't... Well, not to call you a liar, I just want to get the story. Shh. So, could you please tell me what happened?
What do you
While
think
she's
happened?
doing this, Kemler turns to Hind with this big questioning, like one eyebrow raised, like, what the hell is going on?
My eyes are huge. I have no idea.
Surely there must be a misunderstanding. I mean, you wouldn't, after all of that, go on and scratch this poor table for no reason. It has to be. It has to be a misunderstanding.
Yeah,
I
Ollie.
reach out and just gently take her hand. So, allow me, and just run it across the illusory scratch on the table.
Sorry, say again?
I just gently take her hand and put it down on the scratch and just run her fingertips over the illusory scratch on the table that I made with prestidigitation.
She didn't actually grade it.
No, it was done with a.
Minor illusion, basically.
So she looks
Well, it's
down at the
prestidigitation
table,
allows you to
and she
make a
looks
small
at
mark.
Ollie's face.
So it's
She
real mark.
bends
It's
down.
made through magic.
Well, the second one says
She
you create
bends
a
down.
non-magical trinket or illusory image.
Your magic backfired and created an actual scratch.
Oh dear.
Okay, you guys decide. Is it real or not?
It's real.
Uh-oh.
Roll for initiative.
Ollie has a moment of panic when he realizes, oh, it's not fake. It's actually there.
So she, as her fingers run across the gouge in the table, and his hand on top of
Oh,
hers.
now it's a gouge.
It's a gouge.
This
her
is just worse and
perspective.
worse.
She looks at the table and she looks at him in a way of asking for explanation. Like, she just, why?
It's a table.
Wow, this is getting awkward.
Yes, it is a table, which is for holding your food and sitting at, and it was my table in my place, and you're my guest, and I can't imagine you had any ill intention, so it must have been a misunderstanding, and I'm sure it was, not to make a big deal of it, but the table did say you did it on purpose.
The table is a lying snitch.
Oh my.
Yes.
Nanette comes
The
out.
table.
Who cut the table in half?
I run my hands through the ashes of what's left of the table. What have you done?
By Moradin's beard.
Escalated quickly.
Jesha, looking a little bit sad, takes a deep sigh and goes back into the kitchen.
I lean over to Kimmler. The table talks.
Maybe you should
Apparently.
fix the table, asshole.
And apparently it's a liar, too.
Mostly.
She comes right back out of the kitchen, this time holding 3 plates. She removes the empty dinner plates and she puts down in front of each of you a plate with only a single egg on it. And she looks at the egg and she looks at all 3 of you expectantly with excitement on her face.
Is it a dish we should recognize, or is this her own design?
Try it. Go ahead, crack the egg.
I'll tap it with a knuckle.
And when he does, the entire thing is just crushes apart under the weight of his knuckle. But it reveals inside the egg is a dessert made of a hazelnut crumble, chocolate mousse, tropical curd, coconut jelly, all inside a white chocolate shell.
Oh,
So when you crack it open and see the inside is this intricate dessert, everyone's eyes hopefully get wide with excitement.
Oh, Kemmler's do. And he quickly picks up his egg and takes a bite.
whoa. This is amazing.
Yeah.
She claps her hands together excitedly, enjoying the pleasure through their eyes.
She does way better than you do, Kemmler.
Well, yeah, she's a woman.
God damn it. Oh, I'm so pleased you like it.
We've been racist and sexist.
Ollie's eyes go wide when Kimmler says that, and he scoots over a little closer to Hind.
I'm in between you two.
Oh, man.
There's
Now
3
then.
people at the table. You're equal distances.
If you would like, once you've finished your drinks and your egg, then I do have 3 rooms waiting for you, if you so choose. Please let Annette know. And she can take you up when you're ready. And then she glares at Ollie as she walks away.
Hey, I just wanted to...
I
Wow.
lean down to the table, and I whisper very softly to it, I will kill you in your sleep if you say anything else.
What is wrong with you?
Kemmler's eyebrow raises it. Ollie
fantastic.
now. What the hell was in that beer?
I'm detecting some
You didn't even
aggression.
have any Hind.
You're pretty sure that the table trembles for just a little second.
It should. Can I roll for intimidation against the
Yes.
table?
Kai, yes!
Son of a bitch.
Yes, please do!
This table is intimidated.
The
I
intimidated
love
table.
D&D. I love D&D. God, I
Or
love
even
this
better,
game.
the intimitable. No,
Well,
that was pretty bad.
So
You know-
Annette comes back out.
go ahead.
Time for sleep.
Says you.
What time is it?
It's sleep time. That's what I said.
Well,
Is she Indian now?
Damn it.
Be nice.
I'm sorry,
That's
I'm
pretty
sorry.
good.
I love it. I love it, all of it. I just had to give you
Oh.
shit, Kai. I'm sorry.
I will break the immersion a little bit. It's supposed to be a France that was lost to Germany.
Mm.
Remember, I introduced her as the new
Huh.
the new girl from France.
Right, I love that. That was awesome.
I'm gonna
We have
stop and
ways
just
of
point
making
out
you
France
sleep.
did lose to Germany, but you know, whatever.
Not permanently.
They are still France.
France and me,
Uh,
Germans, whatever.
Just room for each then.
yeah, please.
That'd be nice. I'm tired of sleeping with Hind.
Okay. So you guys have all taken a long rest already. Anything you want to do before, during, or after sleep?
I want to go ahead and see if I can. Would I even know where to send a letter to find Asir and Ruby to tell them we're at this inn?
Yes.
Okay. I want to go ahead and do that just to let them know that we're in town, and if they find anything out in the next day or two, this is where we'll be. But we will be headed back to Waterdeep soon.
Okay, so everybody give me a perception check.
Perception. Another 14.
Yeah.
So Heinrich, at some point during the night, you swear you hear Ollie sneaking outside.
I call to him. Ollie, Ollie.
So while
I have something.
I miss all this because I'm deep
Okay.
in prayer.
So hold on. So before this happens, so Keller, are you tired?
Not really. A little bit. I'm praying.
We
I'm
fought a
being-
dragon today.
Okay, so you're praying. Hind, as you're going into your room, the corner of your eye, you swear you see Ollie sneaking out a window or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I want to try to catch him, get his attention.
Before you can do that, you notice that someone is ransacking your room.
Oh shit. Well, I still call Ollie's name, but I run from my room.
And when you get there, you are face to face with a wild Jesha. Oh! Oh my goodness. Do you always enter a room like that?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Oh, please do forgive me. I noticed that you are rather large and I didn't want you to have a bad sleep, so I came in to make some adjustments to your sleeping arrangements so that you'd be able to sleep better, add a little cushion, make it a little longer and a little wider.
That is.
I thought I'd
Cush
be
does
done
help
before you
sleep
came
better.
up. Yeah. Sorry.
Wow, no, thank you. That's perfect. That's actually a common issue of mine. Wow, thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Uh,
Is there anything else you need before I go? I am done now, so I will be going, and I hope you find everything to be just as it should be.
I did have a question or two. Is this your place?
Well, technically, no. It belongs to Ben. But,
Ben,
I like to think of it as mine because everyone who's here is so special to me, and everyone who comes in, they need me somehow.
well, I can see you serve them well.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I think we're good. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. If you need anything at all, just let me know.
Okay. And then I'll look and see in the hallway if Ollie is truly gone or...
He is gone.
God damn it. Damn that little man. Okay, I guess I'll hold my action for now. And just head to bed for the night.
I'm going to assume
Okay.
that we're on the second floor, and Ollie just jumped out the window with the ring of feather falling.
Ah, sure.
Sorry, I went to get water. What is this? Who's this guy?
That is Ben, the owner of the Dewdrop Inn.
Ah.
Okay, so the night passes peacefully, and especially comfortably for Heinrich.
Yep. All that kush.
Yeah.
So the morning rises. You guys go downstairs for food, or
Yeah,
I know.
I definitely would.
I'll wake up, get a little prepared, my armor back on, which probably takes forever, and head back downstairs.
And there you see Jesha bustling around the room, serving dishes to people, looking at them and, doing her same brand of magic as she was the night before, seeing and meeting people's needs however she finds them.
And that's a good point on the armor. I have the pieces with me, but I don't have my armor on yet. Because that is a...
Oh, okay.
It's fucking plate. It's a big deal. Can somebody give me a hand with this after we finish eating?
Yeah, I can do that for you, Hind.
Thank you.
So, did all of you sleep very well? Are you hungry? Would you like some breakfast?
Yes, and yes.
Oh, very
Aye.
good.
Slept quite well, thank you very much. It beats the ground. And
Kai-
yes, breakfast would be great.
Yes.
Sorry. Kai, is
Excellent.
Ollie still out? Or did he come
No,
back?
you went out, sent the message to your people, and then snuck back in.
Okay.
Do sit down. I'm sure Nanette will be along shortly to get you a drink, and I'm going to go get started on your breakfast.
Thank you very much.
Nanette shows up, as far as you can tell, hungover. She doesn't really say very much. She just kind of like puts the beers on the other side of the table, and then goes back in.
Are they breakfast beer?
Is there any other kind?
Good point. Yeah, there's dinner beer and good time beer and beery beer.
Second lunch beer.
Yes. God, I'm so
Yeah.
hungry.
Aww,
I had a really crappy dinner.
that's a
You know-
bummer.
In a time that doesn't seem long enough to have cooked anything, Jesha bursts back through the door with plates of flapjacks and bacon and sausage and eggs and potatoes.
Get out of my head.
And 3 empty plates get put in front of you, and then all of these dishes laid out as if to feed a family in a family tradition, set out for you guys to just scoop up and eat as much as you need.
You treat all of your guests this way.
Well, yes and no. Only the ones who need it. Some people don't need this much food. Some people, this much food would go to waste, and we don't like to waste things. But those who need it, that's what they get. And
As she
trust me when
says
I say
this-
you need it.
My gaze shifts over to Heinrich. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hind.
our eyes meet, and I'm thinking the same thing.
So, you guys must be like just gorging yourselves because the table is kind of pushing into both Drax and Kemmler and Heinrich, as if your stomachs have expanded. Ollie, however, seems to be a little further away from the table.
What is it? Scared of him now?
Wouldn't you be?
Better be.
I think that's what you were trying to convey there.
We've seen an Ollie necktie. That shit ain't nice.
The wood is warped right where he's sitting and bending away from him.
I want to point out, actually, Kai, would the mark have disappeared after an hour?
No, it was permanent.
Okay.
What a dick.
Thanks.
Well,
Okay then. Sorry. Anything else?
Nope, just enjoying the food.
Lots of eating.
Anybody have anything to do for the day?
Yeah, I need to find... This is what I was going to ask Ollie's help for, just to get a message to my parents. In fact, I'll go visit them. We don't have to resolve that if you don't want to, but see them, tell them stories, show them what I've become, basically.
What have I become?
I'll give them 10 gold to get started and tell them that we're back, basically. Thunder Tree's up and ready to get started, and that they need to get a head start on it to get back to where they were.
Nice. Okay. Do you guys all go as a group for that?
Yeah, I would accompany Hind.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Wouldn't say no.
So that takes about half the day. So it's just Before all that happens, however,
So
For that- okay.
gentlemen, out wisps Jesha, collecting empty plates and asking how everyone's meal was. So, did everyone get satisfied?
Absolutely.
Very
Thank
much
you very much.
so.
Visibly satisfied, yes.
Yes, yes. And looking in each of your eyes for just a moment to pause. Oh, yes. Much better now. Much better now.
tail's actually
one more
tilted
moment.
up a little.
I know that you probably have much to get to for the day, but before you leave, I'll just one moment. I'll be right back. And she grabs up all of the empty plates. Nothing, not a morsel left on any one of them. And off she goes to the kitchen.
Hey, I was... Oh,
And then back, just like that, she's back in front of you. Thank you so much for coming by. It was such a pleasure. And before you go, I can see that perhaps you've been or are going on a long journey. So I have prepared you some cheeses and some jerked meat to take with you.
oh. What the fuck?
I'm sorry.
Sure.
I'm like 12 at heart, so give me a break.
Honey, we're all 12 at heart.
I will admit that
Priceless.
they crossed my mind too.
Yep, yep.
Everyone needs to make a Constitution save,
God damn it.
not to burst out laughing.
Oh, that's not safe.
Woo!
So,
Ollie bursts out
goes
laughing
up
like
to
exactly.
God damn it.
Hind is oblivious.
Like, oh, I love jerked meat.
I've often wanted to jerk my own meat.
How do you jerk your meat, Jesha? I'm curious.
Oh, thank you so much.
How do you jerk
Very
your meat?
long amount of time under low heat.
Low heat, huh?
Oh.
For a long time. Interesting.
That's right.
That's the way you do it.
Because when my parents used to jerk meat for me, they did it under high heat for a short amount of time.
I did not mean for that to be as loud as it was.
Oh dear.
There's a family at another table that just stands up and leaves.
And of course, Hind is completely oblivious, doesn't realize what the fuck.
Oh, shit.
It is so awesome that I can derail us with just the term jerked meat.
Oh my god. Whew.
Oh.
Well, that got me tears. Whew. Okay, and now we move on, I think.
Well, weary travelers, it was a pleasure, and good luck to you all.
Before we go, what do we owe you for the great stay?
Oh, you can settle up with Ben. He's over there. And she motions
Good
over
to
behind
know.
her shoulder to the left.
I was wondering where he was.
I approach Ben. Hello, Ben. You run a fine establishment here. What do we owe you for the stay and the food?
I never know what to charge for her.
Indeed.
Let's say there was the kegs, and the thing, and the thing, and the thing, and let's say 5 gold for the.
Oh!
That is quite a steep price, but
You know
it was
what?
delicious.
Fair. Fair enough.
I'll pay him. 25.
On our way out, Ollie just says, "Your table's a snitch."
Jesus.
Oh,
What
well,
did he mean by that?
He
I
doesn't
don't
answer. He just
know.
keeps walking.
He's a loony little halfling. But
Indeed.
thanks again.
You're
Good.
welcome. You're welcome back anytime at all.
Of course, and maybe next time it won't be so expensive. Have a good day, Ben.
You as well.
On
Jax,
our
we're
way
getting your
to
breath, brother. Yep.
on our way to Heinrich's family, I want to see if I can see the guys that are supposed to be watching out for him. I know they're supposed to be keeping a distance and being discreet, but I want to see if I notice them at all.
better. Still hearing my breath.
Have you been breathing?
Yeah.
Wow. Then
Yeah.
no, it's been totally quiet.
Good.
It's crazy.
Give
Yeah, I
me
know,
a perception check, Golly.
What's a perception check, Ollie?
Check a lead.
I'm sorry. Now I'm all in a ridiculous state
Right.
of mind.
Do you indicate to the group what you're doing?
No, I just want to see if I see the guys or not.
One of them.
Okay.
Okay, so the trip down memory lane and meeting Heinz's parents again takes about half the day. You guys end up having kind of like a late lunch with them. It is not quite as good as the Dewdrop Inn, but you really don't think that anything could be that good.
Good.
Yeah, and that's definitely weighing on my mind considering we just ran out of supplies.
I know you didn't say this, but I heard it's a weighing on your mind.
God damn it.
Well, we knew we were going to spend the day there, so you might as well get into it.
Nice.
That took a second. To really
what she said.
penetrate.
Oh, fuck. Wow.
So,
Wow.
after dinner with the parent, now, what kind of a living arrangement, not arrangement, but conditions are your parents at? Like how much would it be involved them to move?
I would say they're in the middle of the lower class. So
Okay, so like a wagon or two and some things.
probably a wagon at the most
Okay.
would be my guess. I would say they're the best off of the people that I know that survived Thunder Tree, and even they're not doing very well because it's just been such a shit show.
And do they seem excited to tell their friends and ex-neighbors, or?
Yes, because this is their life starting up again. They get to start up their business and do what they do.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The whole logging business, and yeah, I don't remember if I typed this up or not, but as long as it's cool with you, I had the mom helping to run logistics of the town and the lumber mill, and then I had the dad running the physical end of the lumber mill and assisting with the trips into the forest to get the wood, and most of the proceeds touched their hands at one point or another. They were the people to go to for the whole thing.
Right. Okay, cool. And do you always refer to them as the mother and the father?
Fatherly unit, actually. Motherly and fatherly units.
All comes back around.
Okay, so kind of set those wheels in motion. There's kind of a palpable excitement as the phone tree, as it were, of the ex-residents of Thunder Tree kind of starts to spread the news.
Can I give some kind of signal to these guys that are watching them to keep going with them? Would they even know to recognize me as the guy who called them in?
I don't think so. They wouldn't. No.
No, I don't think they would either.
Okay, yeah, that's the other thing is I want to kind of off to the side to my dad, let him know that I guess I'd have Ollie there with me too.
Ex-nay.
Oh, okay, when he kind of...
It's best if I think it would be best at least if you insist. I won't stop you, but these guys would probably work best if no one knew.
All right. Well, then I'll bring my dad aside and tell him that I'll do my best to see that he gets suitable muscle to help finish clearing out and securing Thunder Tree. And that's that. Oh, and to ask him if he'd seen or heard anything about Captain Tapon or Duke Malone.
Point.
Okay, sorry, say that again.
Also to ask if Dad had heard anything about Captain Tapon or Duke Malone.
He knows, excuse me, hold on. He of course knows of Duke Malone. He is the person in charge of the city guards now, although he's not heard from Captain Tapon for quite some time.
Really? I'm worried about him.
I haven't heard anything bad about them, but just haven't had word.
Oh, I almost completely forgot. There was one more thing I wanted to do was find a jewelry store.
Oh, yeah,
there's
that's
that
right.
jeweler that Broska had turned you on to.
Maybe that would be the
Oh,
one you don't want to go to.
I was just debating whether or not.
You could scope the joint out. I'll go with you.
Yeah.
I guess we're all together, but Kemley doesn't have anywhere to go.
Nope.
If I'm sorry, we're done here. I
yeah,
don't want to
yeah, we're
skip
good.
ahead. Okay.
I'm good. Yeah, a little bit of shopping would do us good.
So the why does this not look right? Oh, okay. What the hell is that?
Before we walk in,
Drax
the
has
first thing,
crazy hiccups.
as we're starting to approach the place, I want to cast Detect Magic and just in case, I want to take a look around and see if
Well, the
anything catches
name-
my eye.
The name of the establishment is the Magic Showroom. So, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that should be good.
There is a female human who stands behind the counter. There's lots of kind of like rings and jewels and rods and whatnots around there.
First things first, what color are her eyes?
They are a deep green.
Okay, people have green eyes. I'm gonna go up to her and ask, a friend of mine sent me here. Does the name Peroska mean anything to you?
It might. Who is asking?
It's not taking Ollie this long, I hope, but I'm just gonna run with the name I used earlier. It was Welby.
Well, be short.
Yeah.
She kind of like, looks at you deep. Give me a deception check.
I get to reroll that as a halfling.
Yes.
It's not much better, but it'll do.
Well, Welby, it's a shame that your name's not Ollie, because I would have had something for you. Oh well, it's not like all you halflings look like. What can I do for you?
What would you have for Ollie?
Would you be Ollie?
I know him.
Yeah, he's Ollie.
Ah. Thank you, my tall friend. Then, Ollie, I do have something for you. And she kind of reaches down behind the counter and picks up a bright emerald green felt bag and pushes it towards you.
Oh, shit. Look what honesty gets you.
This was left behind by Proska. Said that a halfling named Ollie, who looks a lot like you, would be in for it.
Am I getting any kind of magical vibe off of it?
No.
Well, open it.
I kind of glare at Hind and say, "You open it," and I hand it to him. And I stand back.
Okay.
All right, I'm engrossed in the bag. It's like Christmas. I'm gonna open it up.
It's a very nice quality bag. There feels like there's something solid inside of it. Maybe about 2-3 inches tall or so. You just reach in, you pour it into your palm.
I open it up and look down inside.
You see like a leather strap, and then what appears to be like an amulet of some kind. It's a thinner shape though. It's not like as large as some that you've seen.
All right, I'll reach in and pull it out.
As you look down at it, it is in fact an amulet. It is in the shape of kind of like a slice of a halfling, defiantly holding a sword up, and then the sword is actually connected to the leather strap.
Oh, that's cool.
And it is made, well, actually, Ollie, give me a investigation check. What do you think it's made of, Ollie?
Silver? I don't know.
Well, it's a deep green color.
Oh. Emerald? Jade?
The woman, Joyde Del Abate, nods and says, "Yes, that is pure jade."
When did she bring this here?
I hand it to him, obviously.
It would have been sometime yesterday. I'd say after you killed Venom Fang and before now, whenever that
Okay.
was.
So, less than a day then, okay.
Yeah.
I want to keep the bag. I know that's a minor detail, but Hind
No, there you go. You're fine.
pockets the green bag.
Well then, now that delivery's been done, anything you're actually going to pay me for?
Well, what do you got to sell? I'm interested in rings and potions.
There's nothing there. There's a couple scrolls that she has, kind of like in a little side pinned. There's a collection of wands, and you do see in the corner. It's a little dusty, but it's like a kind of a plate mail mannequin holding a sword.
Tell me about that.
Well, that is adamantine plate.
Oh,
Interesting.
Oh my god, really? Wow, okay.
how much is that?
Unusually cheap.
That isn't what I asked.
It would be 600 gold pieces for the set.
I look at Hind.
What is it mechanically? What are we talking about here? Is this...
So, adamantine plate is especially it's steel plate, but it's reinforced with the adamantine, which is one of the hardest substances known to exist. And basically, while you're wearing it, any critical hit becomes just a normal hit.
Holy shit. It's not +1 or anything?
No.
Well, that's crazy. I look right back at you. Well, you want to upgrade?
I can't wear plate.
Oh, man.
I'm not quite strong enough.
Could have fooled me. That's a compliment.
Well, I got that, yeah.
I know.
I don't know. Do you think we should pick that up?
I kind of roll my shoulders in my plate. I'm right at home, brother. If you want to step up your game and get into it, I'd be happy to carry it for you. I've got plenty of room here. Which is incredible because he has a ton of shit on him. Aside from the weapons.
That's a lot of money, though. 600 gold, you said?
5.
Yes, that would be 600.
Pretty sure he said 5. He said
6.
She said 5.
Well, no, I think we're okay. Anything else that you be having?
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
sword.
It is a long sword. It does, Ollie, it does detect as magical.
Okay, well, it's not as big as I was hoping, so... all
He's
right.
not looking as nice as
What
yours
she said.
Right. Yes! Thank you, Saf.
You're welcome.
It is magical, but not big enough. Moving on.
Wow.
Okay, I'm good here if you guys are.
Yeah.
Ollie, do you want anything?
Yeah, I want to ask if the proprietor can do a custom order for a necklace.
Absolutely.
Okay. And I take that ruby eye out of my bag and put it on the counter in front of her. Now, my understanding is that this is worth a lot of money. And I was wondering if you could put it into a necklace, gold or silver maybe, for a halfling.
Absolutely can.
What would that run me?
You, Peroska's friend, I could do it for 50 gold.
Okay. How long do you think that might take?
It would take at least about a 10-day.
Okay. We're probably not going to be in town that long, so I'll tell you what. If you could forward that to,
Google Wallet. I hear they do it for free.
Tell you what, I'll come back and pick it up someday. If you could hang on to it for me.
It'll be here just like that amulet.
Okay. Thank you.
No, thank you.
How much gold is it?
She's gonna charge 50 gold to turn it into a necklace. Or an amulet.
Cool.
Alrighty. So you guys are where you go next?
I don't know.
Yeah, where are we going, guys?
I don't know. I'm gonna pay for that with 100 silver pieces and my 40 gold, just so you know.
Okay.
Well, we need to get back to that council, but oh, and before
Sorry,
I
go ahead.
forget, can I just go through the items thing and buy some various items?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. But yeah, go ahead, Ollie.
Actually, you go ahead. I'm taking some notes.
I'm just gonna go down. I need to up on my weapon options here.
Oh,
Everybody,
should we
roll me a
buying,
perception check.
are we buying rations? Ooh. Wow, I got a higher perception than you guys?
Nice.
So, Ollie is kind of busy counting his coins, and Heinrich's kind of looking around for a weapon shop, I guess.
Yep.
And Hein, you see Jesha.
Kemmler sees.
Kemmler sees Jesha walking very purposefully, kind of down the road. Seems to be in a fall mood. I mean, you've only known her for a little bit of time, but her usual lighted eyes and smile have been replaced with a scowl, a very serious look on her face. She has in one hand a frying pan, and she's kind of like waving it back and forth and kind of muttering to herself a little bit. And at one point, she actually like stops and then kind of like shakes it in front of her a little bit, and then steps forward and turns around to like look back where she was. Kind of changes her stance a little bit, standing up a little stronger, and like kind of like wags her finger back where she was standing. And then she kind of, goes in her normal posture and switches back around to where she was, and looks affronted almost, and waves her pan a little bit more, and does like a sweeping motion, and then just keeps walking by.
As I see her, I poke Hind. Hind, look, there's that peculiar girl that shoved her fingers into my beard the other day.
What? I just, Oh,
Look.
hey. The hell is she doing?
I don't know. We go ask.
We could, yeah. Guard your
You
beard.
seem more taken to... Thank you. After you.
All right. Well,
I'm gonna stay in the store while they're doing that, since
As we're walking, I just keep like twisting a couple of like they're basically like napkin holders made out of like steel and iron.
Sure.
That's basically what they look like, that I've got like in my beard to kind of twist them and adjust them a little bit.
right
You're a
up
little
against
afraid
the
of
chin.
fingers, little tiny fingertips in your beard. I see.
My beard is very, very important to me.
So as you get closer, you actually hear her kind of talking to herself in, frightful tones.
Excuse me, Jesha.
Oh, you
Oh.
can remember her name. I see.
And she turns to see who's speaking to her, but then she goes right back. And as you get closer, you realize she's actually talking to the frying pan.
Yeah, that's
Oh
kind
my god.
of how I thought this was going.
Moradin's beard.
Are you okay? Is the pan okay?
And Louis. And then he said, "Make me the ratatouille, and if you don't make me the ratatouille, then I'm gonna throw you in prison." And and then I said, "Well,
Hang on.
can't you just try it?"
What's ratatouille?
Wait, what?
What is ratatouille?
Oh, it's an awful dish. I don't know why anyone would ever want to make it or eat it less that.
Oh,
Why don't you ask Nanette? She's perfect. She makes ratatouille so well.
well.
What?
Oh, Louis, what am I gonna do? I know exactly what I'm gonna do.
My name's
I'm gonna march right back in there, and I'm gonna tell him I'm taking Snowflake, and I'm getting all my other things together.
okay,
and-
but who's?
Really
I'm sorry,
quickly,
what?
Kemmler is chuckling. The frying pan's name is Louis, and he won't make ratatouille.
Jeez.
Sorry, continue.
Oh my God, you're awesome.
Beautiful. Well done. Well done. Well, you seem very upset. Is there anything we can do to help?
So, that'll work, right? If I just go in and say that'll work, right? It'll work, Louis. It'll work. It's gotta work. And off she stomps toward the inn, visibly very upset, very distraught, and in distress.
Well, that was interesting.
Well, are you coming?
Oh,
Oh.
I am now.
uh,
I start walking.
I guess that's happening. And I start following.
Where's the little one?
I look at the bottom of my boot. He's not here. Let's go.
And she walks up to Kemmler, and she looks in his beard for the little one. Is he in here?
Hey, no. There is nobody in my beard. Leave it alone.
Just a moment. Are you sure he could fit in here?
I'm
Just
cer-
another. Wait,
no,
maybe here.
What? No! He's not in my beard! What's
And she
wrong with you?
continues to look until satisfied.
No!
All
Get
right,
away
then.
from me!
Wait,
You're right. He's
check my
definitely
other
not
boot.
here.
Is he there? Kimmler, is he
He
there?
had
He's not
stuff
there.
to do!
Oh,
He's
oh.
off somewhere else! He's not in my damn beard or under your boot hind!
Well,
Come on, let's go talk to this rapscallion!
I'm just saying he's been there before.
Oh,
For Moradin's beard! What the? Come on!
Okay, then. Let's go.
Um,
She turns and she marches toward the Dewdrop Inn with Louis in one hand, her other hand balled up in a fist, walking purposefully, almost marching, but with very wide gait.
The ants came marching one by one, hurrah.
before I follow them, what was the name of the jewelry store again?
the magic showroom.
Okay.
She gets to the door and she bursts it open, ready to just start swinging Louis at any moment. And she looks around the room and she sees... What does she see?
Nothing. Well,
Nothing?
Rickus is sitting having lunch.
Rick?
Rickus.
Rickus.
So Louis raised up over her shoulder to one side, ready to pounce. She looks around and she sees Rickus sitting and eating lunch. Looking around confused.
He's gone.
I'm here to take Snowflake, and I'm taking Snowflake, and I'm taking my belongings.
Probably want to do that, yeah.
Oh. And off she goes to the kitchen.
Ollie kind of pokes Hind. Who's gone and who's Snowflake?
Oh, where the hell did you come from?
Jesus Christ!
You would have saved me a ravaging of my beard. Damn it!
Scared the hell out of me.
What the hell is going on here in Neverwinter?
You
Well,
hear a bunch of clanging and banging around in the kitchen, and you see like puffs of flour and things, and you see the door kind of being bumped, and just a lot of banging and crashing.
I've only figured out
You,
two things. One, the pan's name is Louie, which, it's par for the course. And two, she's upset and we owe her help.
Oh?
You guys with her?
I guess you could say that. These two, well, this one will say we are.
Damn right.
That's cool. She's nice and all. In trouble though. God, you don't piss that man off.
Piss
Who'd
switch.
she, yeah, who'd she piss off?
The Duke, of course.
He was here?
Yeah, comes here all the time. He comes in, clears the fucking place, puts men on the doors, makes sure nobody comes in except the people he's meeting with. Sits down and eats his goddamn ratatouille.
Where is he now?
Well, couldn't get it, and it was sick today, so, he came in and demanded it, and, bless her heart, Jess has tried to make him something better, and he wasn't having none of it. He likes his ratatouille, and that's all he likes. So she kept trying to feed him all sorts of different things, and he just got angry and angry and angry. Ben finally just took her and just pushed her out to save her from just getting beheaded. But as he said, didn't take Snowflake over there.
He would do that?
Well, I don't really know. I stay in the back when he's here. I just know all the customers get kicked out, close the place down, and every once in a while somebody will come walking through the kitchen and go have some ratatouille with him.
No, the
unsavory
beheading.
Types.
Would he do that?
Well, I haven't seen him any beheadings, but I imagine he would. He's a city guard. You know how they are, right?
Indeed.
So, just push Jess out before she grabs Snowflake, and I suppose that's why she's making a ruckus back there.
How many guards does he put at the doors?
I don't know. I only ever see 2, maybe 4.
What's Snowflake?
Well, that Snowflake right over there, and he points over at the goat in the corner.
Oh my god, this one's actually alive.
Yes, there's a little teeny patch of straw that he's kind of chewing and just staring at you with one eye, and
Oh,
Parts.
by the creator Moradin. What have we gotten
wait, hold on.
ourselves
I have a picture.
into?
I have a picture.
Oh no.
Oh, yay.
Maybe there's a picture, maybe not. But look at
There
Rickus.
is a picture.
If
This
there's Kai,
pillow.
there's always a picture.
Right?
Is this goat going to be like the sheep that were making me laugh nonstop for like an hour?
Oh my god, do you know? Kai
I laughed
condemned
so
me to
hard
hell
last
because I
night.
could not stop laughing at that.
Right?
It was like midnight last night, and I was watching that, and I just started laughing.
Every time I watched it.
and laughing. I was struggling to read because every paragraph was just like, those fucking sheep.
I didn't even read any of it, but every time the guy sits up and it looks like he's gonna scream for help, and then the thing just whams him into the concrete, and I just die laughing again.
One of the comments is just like, you got fucked you got fucked. I can't even remember what it said, but it made the pun with you, W-E, and
E-W-E.
Nice.
yeah, just nonstop laughter. What am I looking at there?
That's Snowflake. Doing what Snowflake does best.
I really can't tell. Where is the head? Where? What?
Oh, it's between his back legs.
That is Snowflake
Their neck
licking his
legs.
balls.
Okay.
I still don't see it.
It's a deformed goat, Pasha.
Oh
no,
god.
it's got
No.
one rear leg up, and then the head is kind of underneath.
You can see his ears
back.
poking out.
What?
I have a higher resolution if that would help.
I
I
think,
think
it
it would
was.
definitely help.
It's a deformed coat, Pasha. No, it's not. Oh.
It looks pretty deformed to me.
Hind, by the way, jerk.
Hind. Yes.
I know it's rough during DnD. Durender.
All right, here we go. Oh my god.
All of the best sessions always have freaking divinity music.
Right? Right.
Except for last
I'm
session.
preloading the image. I apologize, Kason.
Oh no, it's probably good.
You continue in the meanwhile, hearing banging and crashing coming from the kitchen, as well as this high-pitched wow.
Is that a high-pitched wow or
Just a high-pitched wow.
High-pitched as wow.
Oh, there
That's
we
a
go.
great picture.
That
I'm
was your
still.
picture.
Oh, I see it. Okay,
Yeah.
that's from behind.
Yes. Yes.
That's a hind view.
I finally get it. Holy fuck. Jeez. Wow.
I'm trying to think. Is Ollie taller than a goat?
No, he would not be.
I'm not thinking.
I bet you could be eye to eye.
Probably.
It's a large horse for you.
Oh my god.
Wow.
You know, with that in mind, the world is a scary place. For Ollie.
Dude,
halflings.
seriously. Yeah, they
Yeah,
gotta be
and-
tough little fuckers.
And he just stood face to face with a dragon yesterday.
A very,
Yeah.
very large green dragon.
Yeah.
I mean,
Kudos,
her eye
bro.
was the same height as he was. Like eye to eye, her eye was the size of him.
Jesus.
Green dragon uses eye blink.
Crushes
It's
him
super effective.
He bats her eye and he falls over from the wind.
from the wind of it. That's nuts. Yep. Well, what's great is if we ever have to take off on horses, we don't have to buy Ollie one, because
Right. He
just
could
ride
fit in
the
your
goat.
backpack.
He could ride the
Get him a
goat.
dog. Get him a dog.
We get a pony for Kemmler, horses for everybody, and a goat for Ollie.
I hate you.
You hear the kitchen door as it bursts open, knocking into the wall. And out she comes with Louis and a pack, and she's gathered up all of her things. And you heard these horrendous crashes and bangs, and you see Rickus as he grimaces, thinking of the mess she's making. But as the door swings back the other way, you can see in the kitchen behind that it's beautiful and clean and pristine in every way.
Jeez.
She takes a lasso or a little rope and puts it right around the neck of her goat and leads Snowflake and takes her belongings, and out the door she goes. Well, let's go then. We have to go now. And out she goes.
Going, we do
Bye,
be
Jess.
doing.
Rickus, you must promise to take good care of yourself and don't let them get you. Promise you'll stay safe.
I got my pillow. I got my stew. I'll be good.
Pillow.
If you ever need anything at all, Rick,
Town is ridiculous.
you know how to find me.
I'll
Well,
sniff the
She
pepper the 3
stops.
times, just like you said.
And she looks back. And she looks at all the furniture in the room and all the things, all of the objects. Just for a moment, just looks over the entire room and says, "Goodbye, my friends."
Ollie glares at that table again.
oh, a tear. Just one tear.
Like
And
one
you don't
single
know
nail
for sure if it
pushes up.
happened, but it seemed like the furniture and everything in the room just kind of sank just the tiniest bit, but you don't know if it was your imagination.
What the hell is going on here? Okay, let's go.
I think I saw this in a movie.
Let's go before that Duke shows up and we all have to... Never mind, let's go.
Okay, yep, so follow her out.
Okay, she's standing out there, kind of by the road, with the goats kind of just like playing in a little puddle.
She's looking around to see if any guards have come back this way. Afraid more, it seems, for the safety of the people of the inn and her friends than for her own, but knowing that if she doesn't go, she could be making trouble for others. So she's looking around to see if she sees anything, to see where she needs to go.
So does this mean you need direction? What? Honestly, I'm asking if you want to come with us for now. You seem upset.
Well, yes. I just need a moment to collect my thoughts.
Yeah, of course. Well, stick with us then, I guess.
Give me a perception check.
Perception.
Was that for everyone? Or
Yes.
Okay.
Bam!
Nice.
25.
Critical
Sure.
roll.
Yes, everybody. Skill stab.
Oh.
Damn,
like
look at them
skill
25s.
Ooh,
20s
look at
and
that.
everything. So as she's kind of like, collecting herself a little bit, and she's kind of, she seems to be talking to Louis. And you guys notice it's pretty busy. I mean, there's like wagons going by and people walking back and forth. But you guys do notice that there does seem to be more city guard than normal, and especially up towards the main part of the city, not towards the gate, but the other direction. There does seem to be a more concentrated section of that.
I lean over to Hind and whisper to him, "Are we gonna have to deal with city guard again? That sucked last time.
Not in the same way, my friend.
Let's get the hell out of Neverwinter. This place is awful."
I feel the need to ask questions. I can't just leave my home like this.
Hind, I've got people on it. They'll get in touch with us when they find out anything. They'll find out more in a week than we can find out in a day.
At this point, you guys see a small urchin running towards you.
Is it the one I almost
Yes.
killed in our first session?
None of you have seen him before. He's kind of running out of like a side alley towards you, kind of cutting in front of everything. And you hear as he starts to get closer, he kind of jumps in front of a horse, one of these wagons, and the horse kind of rears up a little bit, and the driver can't really control the horse. And it kind of starts backing up a little bit, and you all hear very close to you like this large snap. And as this happened, the boy's kind of turning around. Alongside that wagon running towards you guys, and you hear just like horrible squealing sounds. And as you look up from the boy, you see that this cart had been carrying like cages full of sows and huge pigs, and they started to slide out of the back of this wagon. And unfortunately, where they are sliding onto is Snowflake, who's still just kind of like nudging his nose down in the thing. And two of these giant cages land on top of Snowflake and crush him instantly.
Oh!
At this point, the boy has run up, and he kind of stands next to Ollie. And he's like, sorry about that. I have news.
Okay, it better be good.
I'm laughing out of character.
Yep.
I'm just keep picturing the sheep.
Oh my god. Wow. Okay. I think Hind, in a panic, will try to help gather up the pigs.
Ollie turns to the kid and he's like, okay, what news?
He
Jester
starts
just
whispering
collapses
in your,
under by the pigs where the grease stain sits.
Restain?
God.
Okay.
That used to be Snowflake.
you actually don't see any remains at all, actually.
I don't
What?
see any remains, actually.
Wait a
Alright,
minute.
do your thing, Ollie.
Or little boy.
So he whispers into Ollie's ear something. I'll type it out. You guys continue helping with the pigs.
Yep.
Okay.
Helping with the pigs.
Tears run down Josh's eyes as she sits and thinks about her friend.
Where did the goat go? There's not. But where? There's no blood. Where did the goat go?
I don't know. He was here, and then those beasts, and now he's gone.
I'm confused. This whole thing has been confusing.
My friend
Why
Kepler's
the-
very powerful. He could solve any of your problems, I'm sure. And I quickly
What?
run away to help with the pigs.
What?
Bus me,
But-
Kimmler.
I would, but there's no goat. But you.
It's okay.
I'm
It's happened
confused.
before. It'll happen
Wait.
again.
Wait. You've had other goats?
No, just the one.
I am. Wait.
Okay.
It's But you. What? That makes no
he
sense.
tends to get himself in these predicaments. I don't know how. It's like he's a magnet for it. Every time, it's just so sad.
So your goat has been crushed before?
Well, not exactly crushed, but ran over and burned
Oh, hey, look, it's snowing.
and bludgeoned and axed and macheted, barbecued, skewered.
What the hell kind of goat is this?
He's
Knowing pretty good.
he's a white goat, also known as a rambouillet. I don't know if you've heard of the particular species before, but he's actually quite talented as a goat.
I
How
ride
the
by
hell
on the
did
back
you-
of a sow. What can he do?
Am I?
He can be white, and he likes to lick places a lot, and he's my friend, and he's a very good friend.
If your goat has been axed and burnt and crushed, how is it still around? Did I say axe?
Well,
No, I said axed. Sorry.
Just have to ask the right question.
Yep.
well, he's quite familiar with death. You know,
Before we continue, am I familiar with familiars?
Ah, nice.
Give me a check.
That's where I'm at, where I am too. I'm like,
That's
Hind would not
fantastic.
have any fucking idea.
Oh dear.
Yeah, neither would Kemmler.
You're familiar with familiars, but you've never heard of being able to barbecue a familiar that leaves no body behind.
They tried to
Gotcha.
barbecue him, and then he disappeared.
So what? Wait
Anyway,
a minute.
What?
He dies a lot? Is that what you're telling me?
He gets into tight spaces often.
Right back
You can't
across
run
on the
away?
south. That's a yes!
I pull Jesha to the side and I whisper to her, "Are you a practitioner of magic, Jesha?"
Did I forget to mention that?
Aye, I do believe you did.
Oh.
And that goat do be your familiar, isn't it?
Well, yes, as a matter of fact, watch. And then she
Oh.
raises her hands, and her hands come up, both of them, to her sides, up over her head, and then come down in front of her face. And as she's doing that, you see a bit of fire forming between her two hands, and then she just casts it down to her feet. And a fireball bursts from her hands down to the ground.
Impressive.
Everybody, roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, crap.
Everybody within
That's
20
not
feet,
good.
which would be you all.
Oh, hey, look. And a 0.
Uh-oh.
So
Nice.
Hind and Ollie will take half damage.
Ollie takes no damage. Evasion.
Ah, yes.
Nice.
You, Avandian had Fireball, right?
Did.
Didn't he? Yeah, so you recognize this as a Fireball spell. That she's just spontaneously shot right at your feet. And it goes off, and there's this huge explosion in the thing. The three of you, however, don't seem to take any damage, no heat or anything.
What the hell?
And as the smoke
Wizards.
clears and the sand clears from the dirt, she just has a look of pride on her face, like, with no acknowledgement or recognition that there was any damage done to anything anywhere.
Ollie's looking around, and he
He's
looks at Jesha,
thinking.
and he looks to see if any of the guards noticed that.
Yes, several did, and they're coming your direction.
Run.
First,
I think it's time to go, Jesha. Let's go.
Where are we going?
I pick her up
Getting
and
out
take
of
off,
Neverwinter.
Southgate. Southgate.
following
Oh
Ollie.
my! You're much stronger than you look.
Yeah, just hang on.
Of course, and she hangs on very tight.
We're all running. Again.
Damn it.
Oh, Hind and your stealth penalty.
Uh-oh.
Kemmler with your 1.
Hey,
Yay, a 0.
tried and true.
Sure.
Or-
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, quick bio break, and then we will continue to run
Yeah.
towards the south gate.
Good idea.
With your 0, 7, and stealth checks.
Shit.
Clang, 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 clang,
Yup,
clang.
yup.
Whew.
You know, as cool as that doing the recap that way at the beginning was, that was way too long, and I didn't mean for it to be that long. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it that way again.
I'm back.
As am I.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Well, Neverwinter's very interesting, huh?
Oh yeah.
It seems like every time we end up here, we end up in trouble with the guards.
Do you?
This is the
Last time we
second.
were
Doesn't help
here-
that they're all assholes.
Yeah. Last time we were here, Aiden freaking socked a guard, so you know.
Oh shit! Good thing they
Yeah.
didn't recognize you this time.
Yeah.
That could have gone badly.
It could have.
Of course, he also got lucky because some of the other guards stopped the fighting.
That's right.
That won't happen this time. Not with all of them being Duke Malone's goons.
I'm sorry, I was reading. What are we waiting for?
Pasha and Kai.
Hind, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hind.
I don't
That's
think you can call him
gonna-
Pasha anymore.
I'm still gonna go with the artist formerly known as Pasha.
It'll be easy for me. I only knew him as Pasha for a short time, but for you guys,
Yeah.
it'll be a little
What?
harder.
What's up, AFCAP?
Whoa. It's too bad. I mean, Hind's a great name, but Pasha was too. I love them both, so I have no issue.
Well, he got sick of it because we're reading The Sword of Truth.
Okay.
One of the characters in the book is a female named Pasha.
Oh.
She's a little hoe.
Oh.
She's the prettiest girl at the palace.
I see.
Literally, though, she is. And that's when I was like, alright, it's not spelled the same as mine, but I've gotten it before a bunch of times. And I just felt it was time to change.
You wanted a little more masculinity to your name.
I guess, yeah. That and...
Pasha was a good masculine name. I mean, it sounds very Eastern European
That's
masculine,
exactly
but nonetheless.
what it is. Yeah, it's... Actually, it was... Well, the main thing for me is not just the masculinity, it's that I wanted a nickname with substance, and Pasha... I got that nickname because
Yes.
a foreign exchange student from Germany one day just called me Pasha. I have no idea why. And it stuck. The whole school just picked it up.
Nice.
I have no idea why to this day. So that's kind of a lame story. But Heinrich,
No, it's awesome.
Heinrich, a badass from one of, from my awesome D&D campaign with you guys. Fuck yeah, like.
Right? Heinrich is good.
I agree, and thank you.
Pasha is good, but Heinrich is good too, and I think it'll be fantastic.
Appreciate it.
Can I
It's all
ask,
strong and beefy and whatnot.
did you ever find out from the guy what Pasha meant?
Well, it was a she, and no.
Oh.
But
I'm wondering
the
if you
one
just reminded her
reference-
of someone with that name.
The reference that she made was a male stripper club.
Oh dear.
Yep. And I don't know
Nice.
how those two are related at all, but I think I purposefully chose not to dig because it's just what everybody called me, and I had no idea why. I had a not exactly awesome experience in high school, so I just figured the less questions I asked, the better, or whatever. We'll just go with
You're
it.
not the only one.
Yes. I think yes. I understand that.
Yeah.
Did anyone here have a really good high school experience? Because I did not. I think Kai
Yeah,
may
right.
have the best high school experience out of all of us.
Really?
To be fair, I spent 2.5 years in a stoned daze.
That was a pretty awesome experience.
That's
then.
pretty good experience.
Yeah, well, it really wasn't spent at high school, so you know.
I've never heard Kai say a single bad word about his high school experience.
Full ride scholarship to a boarding school in Minnesota, international boarding school. Spent my freshman and sophomore year there. My junior year, I got to go to Europe for a year. Went to London, Paris, all over
Fuck
Germany,
you.
Austria, Budapest, Prague.
Holy shit.
Right?
Yeah.
If you didn't know, I'll tell you now. He's really smart.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Good for you, man. That's really cool.
So yeah, it sucked.
Love to go to Budapest.
And what's the drinking age again over there?
I was 16. I still have a deck of cards that, you know, the game Asshole? Or
No.
Presidents and Assholes, maybe?
Nope.
That's a new movie.
It's like a higher lower game, and you whoever's out of cards first becomes the president, and then he can like make rules for the next round. Like, you know, every time I touch my hair, you have to drink or stuff like that. And it gets really bad because the asshole who's at the end gives his best cards to the president, and the president gives whatever he wants to the asshole and stuff like that. So it was a great fun game. There was 4 guys and 2 girls that went on the trip, and we played in like 14 different countries or something. And when you flip through these cards, you can still smell the debauchery.
That's
That's
awesome.
That
No
is
one
awesome.
gets to have that kind of experience in high school, so I'm jealous of you, but I'm happy for you too.
There was a girl that I dated named Doris, and she had a nickname, and it was in German. It wasn't until after we broke up that I realized her name meant the People's Mattress.
Oh,
Wow.
yes.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Kai.
Don't be.
Wow.
Oh,
I'm
and,
sure he had just as lovely a time just because other people had enjoyed her first. Probably didn't matter to his experience at the time.
Oh God.
I don't want to think about that. That's okay.
golly, it's a statue, not fountain.
Okay. Before we continue, I just wanted to say I don't know if I want to do the recap that way again. I know that was way too long, and
I
probably
love
could've-
the
You know
style, but like play by play on combat.
Yeah, it was
and that
too
kind of thing.
long.
Yeah. But
Maybe
but
a nice medium. Because, yeah, I mean, it might have been, a little long, but it doesn't mean you should throw away the entire concept.
right. The style was really cool. I love that a lot.
We'll see.
Like like you're in a tavern telling a story to somebody afterwards, and you're just using broad
Yeah.
strokes.
Yeah.
We went
Okay.
and this happened, and then this happened. It was really cool.
Anyway,
When I'm an instructor, and I recently went through a higher level of training for that. And one of the people who was teaching me to be a better instructor said, when you do a summary, you should set your summary up in a way so that you only tell people what you want them from all the things you taught them throughout the day, what do you want him to remember tomorrow? And that's what you put in your summary.
Perfect.
I don't know if that's
I'll
helpful
keep that
to
in
you.
mind. I will keep that in mind because
That's the only thing I can think
I
of.
put way too much into the, like you said, the play-by-play.
I don't know if I'd go with way too much, but it could probably have used slightly less detail.
Yeah.
But it wasn't as long as you think. I mean, I know it went around a little around 5 minutes, but I mean, for us
Really
playing for
that
as long
long?
as we did, yes. But for playing as long as we did, a 5-minute recap is not out of the realm of possibilities, right? We had played for over 4 hours that day.
Oh, and it was like a big dragon fight too, so there's that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I won't throw out the concept, but I will tone
Please
it down
don't.
a little for next
Please don't throw out the
Very
concept.
good.
That was fucking awesome.
time. All right.
Agreed.
That was a great
Anyway.
Is it snowing up north, Pasha?
My
I mean,
watch says it
Hind?
is. Thank you. Let me take a look here. I can't really tell. Yes. Wow. Oh my god. Yeah. Yep. I can't tell because everything's white. So yes.
Maybe I won't come over tomorrow.
No.
that's
Yes,
one
you
way to
will, you
tell.
bastard.
It depends on the weather.
Where the
Oh,
hell
goodness.
is it snowing?
Colorado.
Oh, urban
Oh,
combat.
yay. We
Oh,
love
wait.
Colorado.
I don't want to kill
Oh
these
my
people.
god, you guys are in Colorado?
Yeah, it's a great place to be.
Oh.
I love it here.
I spend summers there sometimes. Around Alamosa.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
I've driven routes down there. We're in Denver area.
Nice.
Porter and I took a vacation down to Alamosa a couple years ago.
The sand dunes.
Great.
Oh, nice. We're actually, my aunt and uncle own a hunting and fishing lodge. Past, if you go down towards Antonito and you keep going down, there's a little place called Magote, and you keep going, I'm sorry, yes, it's called Magote. Or it's Magoti, I think they pronounce it. And there's also Lahare is around there, as well as Del Norte. All that kind of encircles the mountains up top. But anyway, if you go to Colorado and you look up Platoro Reservoir, they own a hunting and fishing lodge up there. It's like 26 miles up a dirt road, 10,000 foot elevation. So sometimes I used to go up there and work there in the summers. But I haven't been in a
Nice.
couple years.
That's
But
pretty
yeah,
That
sweet.
is
so
cool.
my heart has a special place for Colorado.
Fuck yeah. Me too.
Well, it's the only state I've ever actually done anything in.
Well, it's a worthy state
That it
for you
is.
for your actions. Sorry, I'm gonna get all choked up. I love Colorado. I'm from
It's okay,
Texas,
I
born and
understand.
raised, but I don't live in Texas. I don't live in Colorado anymore. But now all you folks, except for Mike Kai there, are from either Texas or Colorado, the two places that are probably the most dear to me.
Check that out.
Well, not to pull away from that, but
No, I got off topic.
yeah.
So, you guys said you were running from the guards
Yep.
Yes.
I'm carrying
towards the
Jesha.
south gate.
I'm not
We
sure
see
where
the
I am on
south
this
gate
map.
on this map. You're up in the top.
Oh, I had
right.
to move my map.
So you guys kind of start going in between houses off the main roads, and you finally make yourself to this well, and you feel fairly confident that you have ditched the pursuing guards.
Okay.
And Ollie, you know that to the east of this area here, there is the statue
West?
aforementioned. It's the other east, yeah.
The other east.
Okay.
They're the white meat.
Okay. The kid told me we need to get to the statue.
You talk to goats? That's fantastic.
Ali just kind of tilts his head, looking at her, and just lets it go.
Okay, well, lead on. We gotta keep moving.
Okay.
I know these streets. They're still behind us.
I'll go ahead and start leading the way there.
Go ahead and move.
I'll follow up the rear.
And
Go ahead.
give me 1 second to check my inventory real quick, see if I have what I think I have.
Yeah, I
Mine
want to.
still being carried.
I am. You are until you indicate you want me to put you down. I just grabbed
So
you
show
so we
me
can
what you
move
got,
quick.
what you really, really got. I'll tell you what you got, what you really, really
No,
got.
she
You gotta,
wouldn't
you
even-
gotta,
she
you
wouldn't even
gotta,
register.
you gotta.
Okay.
Gesture.
Then as
She would just be looking around and looking at all the houses go by
I'm
and
sorry.
just enjoying
Just
the
This is what
adventure.
it looks like way up here.
Jesha,
Right?
watch behind me. Tell me if you see anything.
Okay. I'll keep 6.
6 what?
I've got
Oh,
6,
oh,
but
yes.
that's okay.
So when I get to the corner here, I want to take a look around, and do I see anybody or hear any commotion?
Give me a perception check and a stealth check. Everybody.
Oh, I'm sorry. What kind of check? This map is huge.
Stealth and perception.
Stealth and
Not
perception.
good on either.
Oh no.
Remember, you can hold down left control and drag your drag left mouse button around to resize the window. And then you can pan around with that little circle icon down at the bottom.
Right. I was just enjoying how awesome it was. I forgot to make it smaller. That's what she said.
I just look over my shoulder at the rest of the guys and go, Waterdeep?
What about it?
We gotta get out of town, right?
Oh,
You don't
Gotta get to
see anything.
Waterdeep.
Okay. I'm gonna
I think that's a good idea.
I'm gonna dart out into the thoroughfare. When I get to here, can I see him up ahead?
You see the statue. You don't see anybody
Okay.
though.
Alright, I'm gonna just keep going then.
I hate leaving this place again. Promise me we'll come back.
Of course we'll come back, Hind. Thundertree will need the assistance of Neverwinter.
Oh dear. I've caused this on you. I didn't mean to, and if you let me down, I can find my way out. You don't have to help me.
No,
It's all good, Jesha.
I've got you, Jesha. Just watch our backs.
I will.
I'm
very
back here,
sorry.
Hind.
Holly, you hear a bird whistle.
Yeah, I'm just giving her something to do.
Okay. Whatever direction I hear it from, I'm going that direction.
The other side of the statue.
This way?
Psst, over here.
Okay.
Whoa! Oh, this is unreal. Holy shit, it's Glassstaff.
Okay. Hey, bud, we're in trouble. We need to get out of town.
Yeah, you do. I got a message for you. Do you know an Iskander?
I'm sorry, who?
You skinned her.
Iskander?
Oh,
He was asking for you guys. I guess you're all big and powerful.
Does that name ring a
Oh
bell?
shit, it's you guys. Hey, what's up, friend?
what's going on here? Holly? And I'm like, I've got Talon 2 inches out of the scabbard. Like,
I just motion behind.
Hey,
Don't-
hey, we're all
no
friends
need for that.
now.
If you
All
say
friends.
so. What
Every-
do you got for us? What's going on?
Yeah, who's Iskander?
I don't know, but he's got a message for you. It was like an all points bulletin sort of thing. I picked up on it and I knew about you guys. Hold on a second. Let me get this down.
Yeah, sure.
He kind of kneels down a little bit and he pulls out like a parchment. He kind of rolls it out, and then he pulls another pen like out of his cloak, and he kind of drops it, holds it over the page, and he kind of lets it go, and it just kind of hovers there. And then he kind of closes his eyes, and as his eyes are closed, the pen starts to write on the thing, and it says this. It's a lot of writing. I will let you guys enjoy that. Let me know when you're done.
What?
As she reads, Jesh's eyes get larger.
Oh. We definitely want that.
I look up at
Oh
Blast
dear.
Staff.
What have you guys
What?
got yourself into?
How sure do you know that this is real?
I just look over at Kimmler and say, sounds real to me.
And the pen
It
kind of
sounds a little
clatters.
too real to be true, my friend.
Maybe so. Can you get us
Whatever.
to... Can
We
you get
need
us
to
to
get
this...
that dragon mask.
Yeah. I looked at Glassap. Can you get us to this tower, or...
I mean, I know basically where it is. Rian didn't really mention it when she told me about this. Let me think real quick. Hold on. Ollie, give me a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage.
Oh no.
Can I re-roll that one?
I believe you can, yes.
Thank God for that. Oh God.
It's better than one.
It's not awful. It's not good. It's not awful.
Why are there always typos? That's fine. Okay. You are not quick enough to react as a crossbow bolt appears in Glassstaff's back.
Oh no
No.
way.
Do I see where it came?
Yes, as a matter of fact, just as several figures appear all around you. Roll for initiative.
Ooh,
The
doggy.
initiation.
Right before
Nice.
the bolt hit, I didn't want to interrupt all the info on the page, but after reading the page, I look at Jesha and I say, you were apologizing to us. Now it's my turn. I am sorry.
She looks him deep in the eye and says, "There's no need to apologize. And don't worry, everything is going to be just fine."
I love her. She's awesome.
I wink at Hind. She's more capable than you know, Hind.
I know, but I'm worried. And that's when the blink.
I was like, man, we're all gonna die now with this music. This is music where it's like, and we're falling one after another.
Oh God.
She grabs Hind's hand and she pulls him to that. For a moment, she has his attention. "It's important that I stay close to you." And that's all she says.
Oh shit.
So as Natterjack is rearming or whatever, reloading his crossbow bolt, he says, "I can't believe we finally got you guys. And your little wizard friend too." That's when Skilled Bandit 1 makes his move.
What the hell, are we in Wizard of Oz now?
And your little dog too.
Just out of curiosity, do I recognize the garb these guys are in or anything?
They are all in identically awesome, like well-oiled leather armor. It's not the same as your leather armor used to be,
Okay.
but it is definitely of that. They're not that group, but they appear to be from a equally dangerous group.
All
Okay.
the secrets. Out of character,
this guy-
awesome. Very awesome.
This guy like does a tumble over the wagon. He drops down, then does like a 1-2 swing with his longsword against Ollie.
Oh no.
Ooh, second one hits the statue and kind of chops off its hand, and there's like a dust of marble.
I know it's a little late now, but can I uncanny dodge that?
Sure. It's just half.
Yeah, I knocked it down to 3.
Perfect.
Okay. Ollie
This is not the right song.
Ollie pulls that Dragon Slayer sword out in his right hand and the silvered one out in the other, and he... Yeah, I'm just gonna go right for the guy's gut. It's right about my eye height.
And these are all humans, by the way.
Gotcha. Nice, Ollie. Dice.
Jeez.
Okay. I'm gonna scoot between him and the statue to go for the other one.
Oh,
Yeah!
Criticality.
I wish I had the sneak attack on this one.
Right?
Oh, and a 1.
Okay. Let's see, that was my action. That was my bonus action. Okay, I'm done.
Gonna say, Skill Bandit 13 is gonna stand there, huh?
Rushes up, charging Jesha. I don't recognize you, but you're gonna die anyway.
What?
Ooh. Damn.
So
Shit.
Jesha, as Hein puts you down, you don't even see what happens. You just feel like a press of air behind you, and suddenly just like these lines of burning pain in your back as this longsword just rakes against you. Glassstiff's like, this is above my pay grade, boys. I gotta get out of here, and he disappears.
Just glad he's not dead.
Well, unfortunately, he disappeared somewhere else. Didn't see that guy in the hall. Okay, Jesha, your turn.
But he's still visible, Glassstaff?
Yeah, he just misty stepped into the hall. I guess he could move too. Yeah, he's gonna do that. Hold on.
Jesha feels her knees start to buckle through the pain that she feels, but she stops and summons the strength from herself to stay standing and to just muster and gather up her strength to fight against the pain that she feels. And she turns to see where the pain is coming from and is faced with Bandit 13.
Oh, baby.
And as she musters her strength together and collects herself, she moves herself to align to try to do as much as she can to as many as possible. She turns herself savagely and looks at him. So, you enjoy hitting girls from behind while they're not paying attention?
Sneers and nods. Best way.
Oh, indeed. Well, see if this way helps you to see the light. And and she takes her hands and brings them out to her sides, and she just holds them there. And as she holds them there, you see a glow start to form on her fingertips, and that glow comes together into a bright orb in her palm. And then she brings her hands together, and as she does, they kind of, her hands are together in front of her, and they shoot up toward the sky, and a lightning bolt shoots out at all 3 of the bandits that are in her sight.
And Ollie too. I mean, he's in the line if you want to hit him. You do.
I am not gonna hit Ollie, although my
It's
table
kind of a
friend would
panic
like
situation, so maybe you can't,
it. Sorry, I've lost my screens. This is an enormous fucking map.
You just double click on your face up top.
Yep.
Left.
No, I did that. I just couldn't get it above the overlay. I'm sorry, guys. One second.
No worries.
Oh no, you're good.
I can click it, but I can't see the result. There we go.
That's fine. And then just one time for the other thing.
Sorry, I double clicked that.
Oh, good lord.
God damn it, I'm sorry.
Holy shit.
That was supposed to be a 1 click. I'm so sorry.
Okay. No, you did it right. It was 2 clicks.
I think that was supposed to be 1. I don't know.
No, you have to double click to roll the dice.
No,
Did
not.
damage
It's a
twice.
single click. Yeah. So
Mine's a single click on this one.
23 back.
That's okay. The first one's
Oh,
much
I
better.
see. Never mind. Yes.
First one's
I
much better.
apologize.
Hey, we've all done it. Every session.
I haven't played with this fantasy grounds in a while, so I've tried to practice it this week, but I've been super busy as well.
Makes me wish we were playing in person so bad. I just want to roll
Right?
actual dice and do all the stuff.
Oh my god, yes. I've only ever played
Okay,
in
so
person with
36
Kai, and it
each one
was
then, right?
awesome.
Yes, 36. It's up to
Okay.
bandit number 1. He takes half damage. Or no, it's skilled. Yeah.
Yep.
What?
Bandit
Why did
one
he roll
takes
2
half.
saves?
He
And
did
as
roll
she
2
delivers
saves.
her thunderous lightning strike at them, she just she steps back and takes, and she's like breathing heavy after she delivers that.
You know what? They all rolled 2 saves.
They failed all of their
Okay.
first
There we go.
ones.
There we go.
So,
Oh, they all failed at first.
nope, skilled bandit 1 succeeded the first time, but everyone else failed the first one.
So Bandit 1 takes 18, everyone else takes 36.
Okay. That is all set.
All right.
Everybody give me an Arcana check. Except for Josh. Oh shit.
These are
nice,
my-
Ollie.
Best rolls.
Ollie, well, since it went through your face, you realize that this lightning bolt was like even more powerful than other lightning bolts you've seen. Okay.
It felt like it. I think the hair on the back of my neck stood up.
Oh, it definitely did.
Speaking of the back of your neck,
Can I try cutting words against that before he hits me?
sure.
Or actually, no, wait. I used my reaction already. Never mind.
He misses.
Right
Okay,
on.
Kelly.
So seeing all these guys passing around, watching Glassstaff Misty Step and then start running away and get hit, I'm gonna pull out my amulet, raise it up, and it starts to glow with like a white hot light. And then I lift my hammer and I call out, All of you will fear the wrath, or feel the wrath of Moradin. And I cast
Yeah.
Spirit Guardians at level 4.
Fuck yeah.
So that's in effect now. And there's 4 of the 5 of them in my range when they start their turns. So, nope, that guy's too far. He's just out of range, but everybody else.
Power just flickered here, so if I disappear suddenly.
Right, it's
Hope not.
Me too, this is so awesome.
cool. Yeah, I was gonna say, and then before I end my turn, I'm gonna move down and you know what? Yeah, I'll move down a little bit away so I can get everybody in my range. Well, most people in my... So that guy can get an opportunity attack if he wants.
Wait, what are you doing?
Since I just moved away from Skilled Bandit 13, he might be able to get a opportunity attack.
Well, we're kind of jigsawed here as far as...
We did it at the same time,
This
Kai.
stuff-
Or I did it twice. Cool. Alright. Hind! Show them the whirling dervish!
So, a little confused and shocked at what Jesha had just told him, and then looking up and in relief realizing these aren't city guards that are attacking us, because that would have been...
These are clearly bandits.
Yeah, that's a big relief on my end. I charge up at the one that just hit Jesha, and I'm gonna hit him really fucking hard.
So as you do that, he's actually like reacting to Kemmler walking away, and he's trying to hit Kemmler, and he sees you coming, and that just like breaks his concentration, and his hit against Kemmler misses.
Awesome. Come on, baby. Ah!
Ah,
Miss. Okay, and I'll try one more. There we go. There's a hit.
nice.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. I'm drawing a blank
What do you mean?
as far as the flavor of the strike. I hit him
That's
really hard.
That's because these are $125 bandits.
Oh wow.
Yes, these are from a Kickstarter first. Ultimate DM Toolkit Skullduggery.
Oh, okay.
And
Nice.
of course, I had to get the leather-bound edition that came with a PDF and the fantasy grounds all together.
Awesome.
It's cool though. I love the flavor these things have.
But yeah, this is just Polyforged Greatsword. Big ass sword comes out and slashes at him.
By the
And
way, Saf,
you know what? I'm gonna pop Action Surge. I'm dissatisfied. I'm gonna hit him again. Oh yeah, that's it right there. Yep. That is the big ass sword.
Yes, Kai? Oh, you're showing me the sword. Thank you.
So this is all moving incredibly fast since I'm using Action Surge. So hit him again.
oh,
There we go.
Nice.
So it's just a downward diagonal and upward diagonal. Wham wham, back to back. Smash him up against the side of the building. And I use that momentum to carry myself around the corner past Kemmler down here. I still have 2 attacks thanks to Great Weapon Master.
Great Weapon Master.
So I'm gonna hit
Yeah.
Bandit 4. Ooh!
Oh my
Oh,
god.
wow.
Ouch.
We're gonna make this a
Bye-bye.
horribly distracting strike. And boom!
Oh my god.
Wow.
So I come running around the corner here. Oh, I just grabbed that because it's kind of covering me.
It's okay,
So
I got it.
I come running around the corner, and there's so much mass to me, I have to actually jump up on this wall a little bit with one foot to change my direction enough to come down on this guy. And so with that
Wow.
extra altitude and strength, just come down and just cleave this guy. Obliterate him.
Damn.
And, wow. I still have an attack, but that was 5, 10, 15. So, wow. I kind of run into the wall here and try to turn around, but I can't get back. I can't move anymore. There we go. I can't get back far enough to actually hit the last guy. So, yeah. I guess with my last attack with my offhand, I'll reach up and grab a javelin and try to help out Ollie a little bit here. Wing it at Bandit 2, hit him right in the shoulder. Yeah! It's my song too.
Nice.
Perfect, and that's me.
So, as you run down the hallway and just obliterate the guy, Glassstaff kind of hears you and he kind of turns around a little bit and you just splatter him with the blood from that guy. And he's standing there and he's like, just blood dripping down off his coat and everything. He's like, I distracted him for you. And then he just retches all over the alley there.
I loosened it a little bit.
So
49 damage. Yeah, buddy.
Oh, nice. Okay, so this guy, he's like, well, they said you were good with dragons. I didn't know you were good with people too.
Oh, okay. People are so much stronger than dragons.
Sharp is sharp, buddy.
And he points to Ollie and he's like, you, my squirrely little friend, it's your turn to die. Give me a wisdom saving throw, Ollie.
I get to
What
reroll that.
again?
Dude, Power Glove and DnD.
Power glove?
Power Glove, yeah, that one.
Okay, you
Power
are...
glove.
Hind, can you do grant disadvantage on Ollie?
Yes. So the next attack on him has disadvantage?
Yeah. Or his next attack has disadvantage.
Oh.
I can do it.
Or no, it's just ATK, right?
Yeah, I don't think I have that.
You should with goading strike.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. That should do it. Okay, perfect. And then he is going to drop the crossbow that he was reloading because he's crazy like that. He does something. He just kind of like hyperventilates himself a little bit, and then rushes towards Ollie.
Ollie.
Nice. Wait,
No, that's wrong.
attack?
Hold on. Okay, there we go. He kind of smiles and winks at Ollie. Not long with this world, are you, little boy?
Oh, hell
He's
no.
in my
Banded
he's in my range, right?
He's not even halfway. What? Oh no. The Spirit Guardians for this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
Yes.
Blast.
Suck it.
Nice.
And a
Saf,
cherubim-like little dwarf who freaking
Yes.
have
hits
you
him right in the face.
experienced Spirit Guardians from Kemler before?
I
Yeah, our
No.
first.
Why would I have?
Morden.
That's
What?
right. Okay, good.
The little flying dwarves that are flying around bashing shit in the face.
But when would I have experienced it from? Are you asking about I have?
Yeah,
Yes,
you
I
have.
have seen it in the past. But Jesha has not.
Oh, I keep forgetting this.
Jesha has now seen the divine grace that is Spirit Guardians.
And her
Morden,
eyes
Morden.
are just wide as can be. Like she's like a kid in a candy store, like not even
Fuck,
believing the things she's
Ollie!
saying.
No!
Oh shit. Oh man.
He's then going to step away out of these crazy Morden cherubs. You
Half
get
movement
a.
speed.
Actually, you don't, because you've already used your
Right.
thing. Sorry.
Half movement.
Okay, Ollie.
Okay. Ollie gets slammed back into the statue, and he's bleeding all over the place right now. And he just looks up at this guy that's the boss right in his face, and he's just flashback to Venom's Fang in the fight there, and he just goes, "Who the hell do you think I am?" and tries to shove the sword right into his kneecap.
Oh god.
Ooh.
Oh.
Whoa. I did something wrong.
That was the first one. You dropped a 20 for an 11. But you hit him.
Still
so-
hits.
Okay.
Oh, you had Bandit 1 targeted also.
Oh, that's what that was. Okay. I do not get sneak attack on this even with Swashbuckler, so
Aww.
and I'm going to turn to Bandit 2 and swing Dalliance right at his kneecap too.
Nice.
And then
Yeah,
Ollie
buddy.
is going to fancy footwork his way out of their range and no opportunity attacks.
Get behind Hind.
Oh, tricky. Where are you going to? Okay, oh,
Right back there.
there you go.
Nice. Good move.
There's blood everywhere down that hallway, by the way.
Looks
wasn't
like something exploded.
wasn't red when we got here.
Okay. So that was my action. That was my bonus action. That was fancy footwork and my movement. I'm done.
Jesus.
It's like we're in formation. And then
5
Glassstaff
feet.
uses dragon breath on us. The plot
would suck.
thickens.
Oh, poor guy. Glassstaff mutters some words. Anybody want to give me a Arcana check?
Sure.
I
No,
would like to.
I'm a big dummy.
Yes, I think I would.
Really bad with Arcana.
You're bad with dice.
Shut up! Aww.
Oh,
Wah, wah.
You guys are not quite sure what Glassstaff does, but you're pretty sure it didn't affect any of you. Okay, Josh. Oh my god, what have I done?
What have you done?
Nothing?
You just DM'd. That's what you just did.
Just did him. You have created a new meaning for painting the town red.
ha!
Jesha, looking at the three bandits in front of her, past Heinrich, she brings her hands out forward toward them, so both of her arms are straight out toward them, and you see this fire starting to form at her palms, and then she slowly cocks her arms back And then she pushes forward and throws magic missile at all 3 of them.
Nice.
So the new way this works, target all 3 of them and just click the button once.
I thought we had to do it different now.
That's the different
because
way.
you're doing 1 for each one, it's fine.
Oh yes, 4,
Nice.
and which is what I did, so we're good.
So now if there were multiple bolts per person, then I would just manually drag that for each additional bolt.
Yes. But this worked, right?
Do you want to move away from the blood?
Nope.
There
Staying
is
behind.
no way.
hide.
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
There's nowhere to run.
There is no
Okay,
way.
skilled bandit 2, if you want to do the Spirit Guardians.
Yes. Yes.
Blast.
Dang.
He swallows 1.
Wow.
That sounds more like a crit to me. Mortiden.
He, oh, he can't do anything. That's right. Okay, yeah. You see his eyes turn towards Kemmler, and you see like a straining in his eyes, but his body doesn't move at all.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Skilled Bandit 2, that was.
All right. So 5, 10.
Break his head like an egg.
So I'm gonna run up right into the middle of all 3 of them,
Ballsy.
and I have the highest armor class in the party and the most HP. So not really. And I'm gonna go ahead and make a regular attack against skilled bandit number 2. Actually, you know what? Can I take that back?
Sure.
That I have level 5 spells. So I'm gonna just stay where I'm at, and instead I'm gonna do a similar move that I did against Venom Fang, where I throw my amulet up and I hit it with my hammer while it's in the air. There's a loud ring, and right in the middle of all 3 of these guys, a big circle of fire appears and just explodes skyward.
Oh, that's wicked.
Damage.
Oh my god.
Nice, I killed 2 of them.
Wow. Okay then.
Yep. Don't fuck with a cleric. He'll light your ass on fire.
Oh my god. 10-foot radius, 40-foot high. That is insane.
Yep.
46 fire and radiant damage.
Yep. 8d6 damage. And then after that, I'll run up to Natterjack so that I'm in melee distance with him where Ollie was standing. You fucked with the wrong halfling, bitch! And that's me.
He kind of bows to you and he says, clearly that is the case. And you watch his hind approach.
Okay, so in my mind, I run up on Natterjack, and I kind of vault off the side of the statue a little bit here, so I'm coming down over the top of Kemmler to hit him. And let me roll the attack here, and then see
A
if
heavily
I-
armored, massive, tall human that
the-
is the most aerodynamic, dexterous bastard.
I was gonna say you see the statue rock from the mass of me
That's
jumping
fantastic.
off of it. And
Acrobatic bastard.
let's see. Yes. Okay, so with my knowledge of the number of people that I have disemboweled, I want to non-lethally pin this guy to the cart behind him with my sword. Like, he's going to die, but not immediately. Do you think that I
Oh,
could
dude,
pull that
when
off?
it's his turn, my little things are gonna kill him.
Oh,
so
son of a bitch! This again?
just kill him.
Hein, you rolled a 20 on your Arcana check, so you absolutely realize that that's about to happen.
Okay, well, I realize that as my sword goes through him and pins him to the wagon.
And you just kind of, you just run in through, and he's stuck there. And you do get him before the little cherubs can. He
Man,
says, obviously, this was the wrong contract to lose on. And he fades.
damn it. Fuck! Wanted to ask him who sent him.
Sorry, Hind.
Well, I pull off the sword and whip it to the side so like a gallon of blood comes pouring off of it. And sheath it.
I want to limp back up and just start rifling through this guy's pockets. Contract, huh? If he's got a contract on him, I want to find it.
Then Spirit Guardians
no.
fades.
Is everybody okay?
No, not
I'm
okay.
I'm not. Nope. You hear Glassstaff.
Jesh's hands are kind of shaking and she's wide-eyed and she's not quite sure. She's just kind of eyes glazed in the moment, but clearly physically all right.
I'll run to Ollie and I'll cast a third
then a little
level
slash in the
Cure
back.
Wounds.
Thank you. No, he just turns over in Glassstaff's direction, but not on him, and spits blood at the floor.
And I'll do a second level Cure Wounds on Glassstaff.
Can we just appreciate the moment for a second that we are now allied with and healing the boss from the first arc of our adventure here?
Yep.
So awesome.
Yeah, Ollie's.
Thanks for the magic, Glassstaff. That was appreciated.
Just
Still fucked,
helping out
Ollie.
an old
Damn.
friend, paying off old debts.
Yeah. Speaking of which, can you get us to this tower or not?
Rianne said she would know where it is. Let me see if I can get a hold of her.
If you need to take us to Waterdeep, that's fine too. Just anywhere but here. Ollie's just clutching the wound.
Oh, you look pretty fucked, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a Cure Wounds level 2 on you as well.
Thank you.
So yeah, so Ollie and Joshua are both about 50% or so. You could use more skills if you wanted to, or spells. Or short rest, you'd be able to use your hit dice. Those are the options.
We don't have time. We got to get out of here.
And Jesha's still kind of
Sorry,
in
go
a
ahead.
daze, but not understanding her injuries.
Can I look on these guys' armor and see if there's any kind of signifying marks that who they may be with?
Absolutely none.
Nothing. Okay.
We got to get out of here. We can't stay with the bodies. Jesha, can you walk?
Oh, I'm fine.
Okay, follow us. Let's go.
Just to
Let's
that
go.
tower, Glassstaff. We gotta get that guy out.
As you guys are kind of trying to go, he's kind of holds his hands up because something's going on in his head. And Keller, you recognize it as like the message cantrip. And he stops and he's like, okay, I got it. Turns to Ollie. He's like, here's where to go. He tells you guys where to go.
All right.
You don't have to go to Waterdeep. She's taking care of it there.
Okay.
Who's she?
Hold on.
I turn to Hind and say, Rianne Nightshade, she's the tiefling, Lord Neverember's honored guest.
Really? You're a busy little man.
I have my moments. Before we head off, I'm gonna... Let's see. What could I give him? I'm gonna slip a two amethysts into his hand as just a thank you.
There it is. Now I gotta find out where that is.
Actually, make that one amethyst. 100. 100 seems appropriate. More than. Speaking of which, how does he look as far as just his equipment, his robes, his staff, and all? Like, does he look like he's doing well?
Not overly well, no.
Okay. I want to tell him, Asir and Ruby are in town here in Neverwinter. Is he going with us?
No.
Okay. Asir and Ruby are in town. If they need any help, please help them, okay?
Yeah, I can do that.
All right.
That's no problem.
I will make sure that you get well compensated if you are able to help them, okay? If they need any place to lay low or any kind of help, anything at all.
Why doesn't this say where this is? Western Heartlands.
I'm not sure where that is.
As we're running and panting and heaving, I say over to Ollie and Kemmler, so, the Talons? Yeah?
Yeah, sure. Whatever, Hind. Ollie's he's not that interested right now.
Time for that right now, Hind.
I said we'd do it before we left Neverwinter, and those are the gates.
I guess that's true, but the Talons, really? Are we a bunch of birds?
Talons it
What
is.
talent is he speaking of? Huh.
Ass.
Talons it is.
I don't like being named after your sword.
Air quotes.
Expertly done.
Before he gets us off to where we need to go, I want to ask him also if he got my letter and if there's anything about that he could help us with.
Pat you in the back. He's like, "Don't worry, good buddy." And then he walks away.
Okay. By the way, I did give him one amethyst. That's worth about 100 gold pieces.
Nice. Okay. So I don't like this part, so we're gonna move it.
While we're moving and you're looking through that, I'm gonna turn to Hind. How about Iron Talon? That way we're like a pronged attack instead of a sword.
What?
You mean like a fork?
No, like a talon, like a eagle talon, made of iron.
Why not just
You
the
said
Talons?
Prong?
Because we're not a
fork.
band, and it's kind of your sword, and I don't like it.
The Iron
Oh,
Talons?
like you mean the larger serving
No,
fork that only
no
has two
plural.
prongs?
But-
Two prongs
no.
on a serving fork. So you mean like a larger serving fork?
I
Oh my
I
God.
gently put a hand over Josh's mouth. You mean like we are the Iron Talons?
Yeah, no, we're like an iron talon,
We are the Iron Talon.
snatching the hearts from our foes for, 4 months now?
Like a skewer.
No, like a talon.
I could go with that.
Deal. Better than the talons.
How about the
Let's...
Steel Talon? No,
That
No, you're right.
I
You're right.
am-
You're right.
Yeah, cool.
East of Fandelver.
East of Fandelver?
Yes.
So we're not that far from it then, right? Spandelman's right about there on the map.
I mean, east of Fandalen?
Oh yeah,
You know-
violin.
I never did understand why they called it both Fandelver and Vandalone.
It's the name of the thing. The mine.
Yeah. Oh,
Ah.
that makes
Isn't it?
sense.
Something like that.
That makes sense. Okay.
So cool.
So it is actually just past Conneberry.
All right. South of the Star Metal Hills.
Yes.
Cool.
It's kind of just off the edge of this map is where it would be.
All right. Well, we can go there by foot if we need to then. Or
right about
wagon.
there.
Yeah, so this is Seth, this is the area that they've been in. So you see Thunder Tree there, right in the middle, and then Neverwinter on the coast.
Yes.
So what you do is you take the high road down, and then the whatever that is, Trebor Trail through Conneberry, which is the ruins, and then the village is going to be just off to the side there.
Oh,
This is the message that the mage had sent through the council.
oh, gotcha. Okay, this is where they sent us. Okay, thank you.
And the glass staff did confirm that Rian Nightshade, who is now apparently in charge of the council, has instructed you guys to go there and try and recover this mask.
So that tiefling that said nothing during the council meeting is now in charge of the council?
She's
Apparently
just
so,
in her
yes.
Oh,
She's in charge now.
It's always
Interesting.
the quiet ones you have to watch.
Apparently.
And we'll pick that up next time.
Oh my
Alright.
god.
sounds good. Because
That was so cool.
That was cool.
No, I don't
now we
ever
have a
want to
name.
stop.
So before we split off, I'm curious, what do you guys think about Glass Staff reappearing?
That was cool. That was really cool.
I loved
Yeah,
all
it
of it.
was.
The payoff of having you so involved in all the information is that line of story right there. Very cool.
Yep. Saf, Ollie
Yep.
tried to kill Glassstaff. Like,
Oh,
he really
There's-
tried to kill him. There's
The
some
reason
bad blood
behind
there.
that, right? Because Glassstaff essentially, well, Ollie believed that Glassstaff tried to have Ollie killed. So
It actually got to the point that Glassstaff charmed Ollie into being his friend during the fight, and after we got Glassstaff to surrender, we actually willingly left Ollie charmed until we got Glassstaff where he was going, so that Ollie wouldn't kill him.
because
after the
they
fight.
because they rightly
Wow.
assumed that if he had taken Ollie out of a charm spell, Ollie would have tried to kill him.
Right, so we willingly left him
Yeah,
in
he
a
would.
charm spell to get the Glassstaff away. And then on his own, Ollie recruits Glassstaff into his organization he seems to be building, and that all just happened.
and it was a fair trade because we ripped Glassstaff's glass staff off.
Yes, we did.
That sounds bad.
Yeah, it does.
yeah,
Sounds
it
bad.
does.
Your phrasing was
Especially
pretty
when we're
bad
sitting
there.
here in the middle of this episode of,
It was funny.
you know.
But no, Glassstaff. He was called that because of his staff. It was a
glass
a
staff.
staff of fireballs. So we stole that from him in what's the word I'm looking for?
Reparations?
Reparation for all the bullshit he caused in Fandalen. We sold it for like 80,000 gold.
No, that was the staff
That
we
was
got from the mage in
Rathmodar.
the Cloud Castle.
Right, well then what did we do with Glassstaff's staff? Let him keep it?
Gave it to the cops when they took him away.
I think that
That's right.
I think Sildar Hallwinter took it with him. So,
Oh, that's right, Sildar. Wow.
did
Long time ago.
Glassstaff have that staff back today? Do we know, Kai?
No.
Okay, new staff.
So what's
Did
he
it look-
now? New staff? Wood staff? Really nice staff?
Staffless?
Why am I calling you staff?
What was his name?
Iarno Albrecht.
Now he's just
Jesus.
Yarno.
Yarnstring?
That was actually
We'll
something.
call him Staffy. Or
That was something-
Glassy.
That was something Ali put in his letter to him. That, dear Glassstaff, do I still call you Glassstaff?
I think I remember that, yeah.
That is cool. Okay. Any questions, comments, concerns?
No, that was very cool.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm impressed. I had fun.